Wildcat football on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Give me a go, no go for launch. Booster. Go. Retro. Go. Vital. Go fly. Guidance. Go. Capcom.
We're go fly.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
It's time for Lovington Wildcat football. Lovington Wildcat football is on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Wildcat football is brought to you by Stone Oilfield Service, Bob's Thriftway, Battle Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, First American Bank of Lovington, and Lovington Schools. Lovington football is also presented by Man Welding, B&B Rentals and Services, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, and Aftermath Hot Oil Services. Let's head to the stadium for the Stone Oilfield pregame show with Don Morgan and the voice of the Cats, TJ Miracle. Lovington Wildcat football is on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
And welcome to High Above Wildcat Stadium, getting ready for Game 3 of this 2025 season. Your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show from Stone Oilfield Services right here in Lovington. W.H. Stone and the whole family, proud supporters of all Wildcat and Lady Cat athletics. So back at the friendly confines of Wildcat Stadium and Brian Urlacher Field, the Cats taking on the Carlsbad Cavemen. And Dawn, 1 year ago over in the Cave City, this was an old-fashioned track meet.
Yeah, it was a basketball score at the end of the football game, that's for sure. It was just a race to the end zone, back and forth, and yeah, let's just say that both teams got their workouts that night for sure and got their offenses in overdrive.
Yeah, they certainly did. Nearly 100 combined points, over 1,000 yards combined offense. I don't think we are going to be seeing that this year as the Cats and the Cavemen hook up this year here in Lovington. Each team coming in at 1-1 on the year. For Carlsbad, they are right now number 12 in 6A on the Max Preps Matrix. They lost their opening round game to Artesia. No shame in that. A lot of people do that. They got doubled up 48-24, and then they had a heck of a time with Goddard last week, just squeaking out that victory against another Lovington district opponent, 16-14 in that game. So maybe a little bit of inconsistency thus far for Coach Cale Sanders and his Carlsbad squad.
Right, but it's kind of good to know that ahead of time because in 2 weeks, we're facing Goddard. So it's always good to compare notes and see how the teams do against each other, even when they're 6A, 5A, 4A sometimes, going one or two classifications difference. And it's important. All that intel really makes a difference on how you prepare for the team that you're playing on the field tonight, and that is Carlsbad.
Well, and one thing I noticed when Carlsbad was out warming up, there is a lot of them. There's 80 kids on their roster, and they're big.
Yeah, I noticed that. I kept unfurling my roster, and I thought, man, this looks like my Christmas list. It's so long. And I'm thinking, are there any students left in school?
Who do they think they are, Artesia?
Yeah, and it goes all the way up to 99. I did not go through to see, if every number was accounted for, but I thought, my gosh, I could believe there are 99 people on that roster. That's insane.
Yeah, very big roster. So, of course, we'll be talking about that as we move on through. On the other side of the football for your Lovington Wildcats, 1-1 on the year in the Max Preps rankings, currently third in Class 4A. Of course, had kind of a hard time against Hobbs opening the season 41-13. But then in a game that took about 20 hours to play with the delays and everything last week, they took it to Portales 49-24, but that game was a lot closer, Dawn, than that score would indicate.
It sure was. In fact, Lovington didn't really open things up, and that wide until that last quarter, and less than a quarter. So it was slow. Both teams kind of slow getting going, a little slow off the mark, but Lovington finished strong, and that's what counts, is how you finish.
Well, it certainly is, and they finished in a big way. Elijah Rivero had maybe the game of his life. He had 2 punt return touchdowns, one of them for 60 yards, one of them for 80 yards. That actually tied the school record for punt returns in a ball game last week, and Caleb Aranda, He put some points on the board, too, a 30-yard field goal and then a 48-yard field goal, a no-doubter last week for Aranda. So it was the special teams making a whole lot of difference last week with, in essence, putting 3 scores on the board, 20 points right there between Aranda and Rivero. Doing that. Going to need some more consistency tonight, though. Justin Allen finished up that ball game 8 of 17 for 148 yards, 1 touchdown, but he did throw 2 interceptions, and those were not pretty interceptions. Of course, Justin, just a junior, still trying to kind of find his way a little bit there, but those interceptions were thrown right to the opposing players last week, so something they're definitely going to have to work on. A workmanlike afternoon and evening last week for Zach Diaz, 15 carries, 88 yards. He also had 2 touchdowns in the ball game, so big doings there for Zach Diaz. So we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout, come back and continue. This is your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services,
Back here at Wildcat Stadium, the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show continues. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan patrolling the blue turf at Brian Urlacher Field. Abigail Schaus running the camera and shadowing tonight. Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. Of course, tonight is Military Appreciation Night here at Wildcat Stadium, a tradition for the Wildcats every year. Been doing that for at least 10 years now. So hats off to our men and women in uniform and to those who have served. Lovington did win the toss earlier, and they deferred, so we will see the Carlsbad offense out on the field first, led by Eloy Lopez. I believe he will be their starting quarterback. He was the only one listed in their stat sheets as that, but it's been a little bit of a kind of a back and forth and, like I said earlier, inconsistent performance through the first couple of games for this Carlsbad squad. And consistency at this point, Dawn, I think is what you're looking for. Consistency is going to be key, especially for these teams as they move closer to district. For Lovington, district starts next week.
Yeah, they don't have too much tune-up time, in the seasons anymore after they redistricted and put Lovington in. What is this? It's either the largest or the second largest district in not just this classification, but any, right?
Yeah, I think it is I think it's tied for the largest. I think our district and I think the Northern 5A football district are both the same size. So two big districts. Of course, we could get into the whole, should we really be playing 5A and 6A football? 5A, yes, but I don't know. I would be just fine if we had everything standardized across the sports, but that's just me, and we won't go into that. As the Cavemen break out onto the field, Carlsbad will be wearing their road white unis with silver pants, blue letters and numbers, and silver hats with their Caveman on the side. Lovington will be in the home blue unis with the white letters and numbers, the white helmets, and cats in blue on the side. Of course, getting ready for the playing of the national anthem. Looks like we will have the Sheriff's Color Guard out there tonight to present the colors. Big American flag in the south end zone. Not a lot of wind tonight, and a very slight chance of some rain. We're going to be looking about 70 degrees under cloudy skies as we kick this one off tonight. But at least according to my weather app, we do not have any chance of rain, at least until hopefully this game is over. Hey, it can rain all it wants to. I know you don't agree with that, Dawn, as long as we don't get any lightning.
It actually sprinkled earlier. Yeah, during the warm-up period. You probably didn't realize it up there in the booth, but down here on the field, there was a light sprinkle that lasted for about 5 to 10 minutes, and the skies kind of got a little darker and the wind picked up, and then it vanished. So that was our rain, and that's all we're going to get, and that's fine with me, actually, especially the no lightning part.
No lightning. It can maybe rain. I'm enclosed, so I have a different opinion on that, but I didn't like playing in the rain, so I can definitely see no rain. And what's even more fun than rain, Dawn, and I don't think you've had to deal with this yet, at least not too bad, when it snows and ices.
Oh, yeah. I remember a little game up at last. I remember Melrose. I remember.
Oh, yeah. And you did a game in Texaco.
Yeah, Texaco.
A couple of years ago, the 2A state championship game.
And it was frigid.
Yeah, I was on the way to do the Lovington Silver playoff game that night, and I was miserable, and I was in the pickup. So
yeah, there was snow and ice on the ground, and it snowed during the game.
Okay, so maybe we shouldn't have any of that tonight. As the teams are coming out of their end zones, getting ready for the presentation of colors, we'll wrap up your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show from Stone Oilfield Services. When you need a friend out in the patch, you've got it with W.H. Stone and the good folks at Stone Oilfield Services. Stone Oilfield Services, proud supporters of Lovington Wildcat and Lady Cat Athletics. We'll be back with the kickoff of this one, Military Appreciation Night. It's the Cats and the Cavemen from here in Lovington on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy, Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank manages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics. And welcome back to Wildcat Stadium, getting ready for the kickoff of the third pre-district game as the Lovington Wildcats taking on the Carlsbad Cavemen. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Wildcat Stadium. Dawn Morgan patrols the famous blue turf of Brian Urlacher Field. Abigail Schau shadowing and running our camera tonight as we prepare for the start of this one. Of course, a nice ceremony pregame from the Lovington Police Department, Lee County Sheriff's Honor Guard. So now we have got all the pageantry out of the way, Dawn, and it is time to play a little Friday night football.
It is. And this blue turf actually serves double duty tonight. I think that the Carlsbad Cavemen feel as at home on the blue, and they were all sort of yelling, and as they took the field for warm-up and making mention of the blue turf. And so let's hope that Lovington, of course, asserts themselves and says, yeah, it may be blue, it's your color too, but it's our turf.
It is. Defend this house, defend this turf. That's what they're going to try to do. The Cavemen and the Wildcats, each team at 1-1 on the year. And Lovington, as we mentioned, did win the toss, and so they will they elected to defer, which means they'll get the ball to start the second half. So they will kick it off, and here we go, Friday night under the cloudy lights from here in Lovington, New Mexico, a 5A, 6A New Mexico battle. A couple of Cavemen going back deep to receive. That'll be Robert Castaneda. Seems like he had a good game against us last year, and Evan Leos.
Hey, at least it'll be cool tonight.
That's true. A little bit cooler is always not a bad thing at all.
Yeah, I like the nighttime games. There's just something that feels really wrong about playing football in the afternoon. in the midday sun.
As Caleb Aranda, he will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Lovington will be kicking from the right to the left. Got a little bit of a rainbow off to our northeast out around the Tatum Highway. Tatum was winning earlier, 8-0, by the way. That game going on the Tatum Sports YouTube channel.
By the way, that's a double rainbow. It's a stubby one. Both sides of that. It's just
right.
A stubby one. Yeah, it's a double rainbow. We can just see the left side of that rainbow for both of them. But maybe that's a good. Maybe it'll portend good things, good luck, good fortune for our Lovington Wildcats.
Well, the Cats are kicking off to the north. A light breeze about 5 miles an hour out of the south. And here we go as Caleb has it teed up. And he will kick it towards the north end zone, ready to get underway. Again, Leos and Castaneda back deep to receive. So here we go as Caleb runs up on it, and we are underway. It is a helicopter kick that'll go through the back of the end zone, and Carlsbad will have it first down and 10, bring it out to their 20-yard line. We are underway here in Lovington. Cavemen at 1-1, outlasting Goddard last week 16-14, while Lovington taking care of business against Portales 49-24. Cats in the all blues, the Cavemen in white and silver.
And that noise in the background, that was head coach Josh Bailey just, dancing through the sidelines, hopping up and down, getting the energy up among the sideline. Energy. It's really important to him.
Lopez is the quarterback. He'll come out with split backs with him. He comes with a 3-receiver set. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Send a man in motion, and they will hand it off. And a huge hole up the middle, across the 30, to the 35, to the 40, 45, to the 50. There's a race up the sideline, 45, to the 40, to the 30, and finally Wright knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets 30, 40, 50, 62 yards. But we've got a flag on the play. This one's going to come back at least a little ways. I think we got a block in the back.
Yeah, that flag is at midfield, so we'll see what happens.
So waiting to see, and they're going to call holding. Actually, no, they're going to call a penalty.
Illegal man downfield?
No,
He may just be picking it up. Yeah, I think they're just going to pick it up, wave it off. I don't know. Now here comes the white cap, and he's calling for Coach Bailey to come up.
It looked like maybe an illegal block in the back. I don't know how you could have an illegal block in the back with Lovington doing it. It's a 62-yard gain. Lovington has had some problems with the run the last couple of years, and they get gashed right there. And, yep, they are going to tack another 10 yards onto the end of that one, so give them 10 more, and so that 62-yarder becomes a 72-yarder, and just like that, Carlsbad's in the red zone 12 seconds into the ball game.
Yeah, that's tough. So it's setting the tone right away, but that's at least Lovington knows right away what they're up against.
And they're going to move them all the way inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Cavemen after the 10-yard penalty. That is a big ouch. Empty set this time for Lopez, and he'll start it off just like that, and he will keep it himself, and not much room for Lopez to run. He'll get up to about the 6-yard line. It'll be 2 yards on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd and goal from the 6. The Lovington line going to have to do a big job here. Carlsbad with good size up front.
That was a design quarterback keeper. In fact, he faked a handoff to number 27, Brock Wright, but it didn't fool too many people, but he did make forward progress.
And Wright will be in the backfield once again with Lopez. He's going to be on his left shoulder from the near hash mark. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Send a man in motion, hand it off to that motion man. Goes around the left side, stiff arms a man, gets away from one, is trapped up in the backfield, and is going to be dropped back at the 17-yard line. It'll be a 10-yard loss for Castaneda. Good job and good pursuit by Lovington, just staying at home and waiting on that one. So it'll go 3rd and goal now at the 17.
Yeah,
good job by the defense to stretch that one out. And Mayan Bustillos with the initial contact.
Yeah, definitely a good job by Lovington as they just made him really run for the sideline. Ran a lot for no gain at all.
So now 3rd and goal from the 17-yard line. Right is then the backfield with Lopez. Lopez rolls right, looks right, steps up, fires over the middle, has a man complete. That's Castaneda inside the 10, back about the 7-yard line. It'll be a 10-yard completion from Lopez to Castaneda, but he's shy of the end zone, so now it'll be 4th and goal from the 7. And looks like the field goal unit's going to trot out for Coach Sanders and his squad.
Well, we saw this out of Coach Bailey last week. He said, you know what, we're playing against a tough team. We need every point we can. If we get into field goal range and instead of trying to go for it on 4th.
Lennon Anissis is the place kicker, and he will put it up, and that one will sidewinder its way through.
Over.
And with 9:41 to go in the first quarter, Carlsbad draws first blood. They lead this one 3-0. Back in a minute. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
A 72-yard run with a 10-yard holding penalty tacked onto it, but then the defense tightens up, and it winds up being a 24-yard field goal by Lennon Anins, and so it'll be a 3-0 Carlsbad lead. Welcome back to Wildcat Football, Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan patrolling field side. Abigail Schau shadowing and running our camera tonight. So Ananins will tee it up at the 40, so Lovington doing a good job defensively there after the original play to keep that to just being a 3-point ball game. A couple of Cats back deep to receive. It's a high end-over-ender. Going to be fielded back at the 2-yard line. Faking in on the end around. It's Gutierrez keeping it himself. He's across the 15 to the 20. Gets away from a man. 25 coming near side to the 30. And finally going to be run out of bounds by number 80. That's Dallas Cabuzuela. But a good return for Gutierrez. Pretty decent field position to start off for the Wildcats.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. A little bit better than having it booted through the end zone and coming out. So yeah, not bad.
Winds up being a 30-yard return. They'll spot the ball at the 32-yard line. Time for Justin Allen, the junior signal caller for the Wildcats, to see what they can do. Send twins to the left, single receiver to the right, 2 tight ends in the ball game. Diaz is in the backfield with him. Allen going to change the play at the line. 9.5 minutes to go. Lovington trails 3-0. Allen to pass. Pump fake. Now he's going to have to step up, just take it, and he'll run himself up to the 35-yard line. Good coverage down the field. He's going to get 3 yards out of that one before he gets crunched by Isaiah Gaitan, among others.
Yeah, and 88 was on the other side of that sandwich, Venegas.
So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard gain. Wildcats on their opening possession of the ball game, trailing 3-0. Twins to the right, twins to the left. 4 receiver set. Diaz in the backfield with Allen on his right shoulder. Handed off to Diaz. A little counter trap and gets across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. As Vasquez battling on the near side with Rio Sanchez. Be a pickup of 3 for Diaz on his first carry of the game, and so now it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Cats.
Yeah, an interesting couple 3 of the line for Carlsbad subbed out, headed for the sideline. Others came in.
So now on a 3rd down and 4 to go. Cats facing their first 3rd down of the ball game. Allen back to pass. Pressure comes, and he's going to get crunched back at the 30. They got up around the head, though. They could almost get him. Yeah, no flag on the play, but they could get him for targeting. It'll be a 6-yard loss. First sack of the ball game as Carlsbad came through like they knew what was going to happen, and it'll be 4th down and punt time for Lovington.
Yeah, special team is on the field, so Lovington's just got to cough it up and try to shake it loose and get the ball back as quickly as they can.
So Castaneda will be back deep to receive. And that will be Aranda to punt it away inside his own 20. Carlsbad directs some traffic. Caleb waits for it. Bad snap. Bobbles it, but gets it off. It's a wobbler, going to bounce at the 40, then take a Lovington bounce. Castaneda picks it up at the 25, takes it to the left side across the 35 to the 40, and he'll be out around the 45-yard line before run out of bounds by Aiden Nunez.
Nice stop.
Yeah, nice stop, but a dangerous play there for Carlsbad that turns into good yardage. They'll have it at their own 45-yard line, leading 3-0, 7:29 remaining first quarter.
Yep, and here we go again. But again, Lovington knows exactly what the game plan for them is. Carlsbad being very aggressive and their size and exploiting what they perceive as weaknesses in Lovington, and that is stopping the run.
And we've got a timeout on the field, so we had a cat go down and a little slow getting up on the far side. That's Chase Terrell. He's up and making his way back over. While we have a moment, big thanks to our friends at Aftermath Hot Oil, Bob's Thriftway, the Lovington Schools, Stone Oil Field Services, B&B Rentals, Man Welding, First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply, Napa, Battle Energy, and also Gandy Corporation, making Wildcat football possible on this Friday night here in the Love City.
So that was it was a hard hit across the way, and Chase was one of the guys that got tangled up in that. He looks like he's okay, but they definitely going to keep an eye on that. In fact, going to bring him
come
back.
Out with split backs in the backfield once again this time as Carlsbad will take over 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Wright is one of those backs, and they will hand it to Wright, and he's going to go up the middle and not a lot of room to run before Lovington will just immediately knife him down. Kyler Reeves from his linebacker position, 2 yards for Wright, 2 carries, 74 yards. That's a pretty darn good average, 2nd down and 8.
Reeves had a very, very good game last week. He, of course, is one of the captains of this football team.
Twins left, twins right. Lopez swings it around to right, coming out of the backfield, and he gets bumped at the 50 and then just shakes through Nunez and keeps right on a running. And it'll be good enough inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. That'll be 16 yards, and the second first down for Carlsbad.
Like a cannonball, he just kept rolling forward. Hard to bring down, hard to stop.
Lopez 2 for 2, 26 yards. Twins left, twins right. Wright is in the backfield with Lopez. Light snap, hand it off. Wright starts it to the left, brings it back right, runs into a wall, gets it up to the 36-yard line. Pick up a 2 for Wright inside, and it'll be 2nd down and 8 once again. But he is hard to take down. He got stood up initially there by Sterling White and then just kept pushing forward until the rest of the Lovington D could come over and swarm him down.
And along with Sterling, Kyler Reeves and Chase Terrell were right in there on that stop.
Good to see Chase back in there. Of course, a little bit shaken up on the kickoff, or on the punt return, I should say.
He's a tough cookie, that's for sure.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8. Single back on the backfield is Wright on the right shoulder of Lopez. Twins left, twins right. Hand it off to Wright, and he gets away from the initial contact and pulls it down inside the 30. He's going to be close to first down yardage. It'll depend on the spot. It'll be a pickup of 8, and they're going to give him exactly what he needs. 3rd first down for the Cavemen.
And Jeremy Vargas kind of basically just came in and sat on him, and he's not a guy I'd want sitting on me. Wow.
I don't think so. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Once again, Carlsbad on the march. 5:40 to go, first quarter, leading 3-0. Back to pass. Lopez throws it underneath. Has a man across the 25 down to the 24-yard line.
Good defensive coverage on that. I see Chase Terrell, number 6, coming up from that. There were a couple of other Wildcats there on the stop as well.
Castaneda, his second catch of the ball game. 3 for 3, 33 yards for Lopez. And they're actually only going to give him 6 yards on that one, so 2nd and 4.
I think they're going to give him 5. Actually, even less. 2nd and 5 is what they've got on the board anyway.
So 2nd and 5, we'll go with that for the Cavemen. Send a man in motion from the left to the right. Hand it off to Wright. He'll just go right up the middle. A big bulldozer there, and he gets to the 20 About a 3-yard gain on forward progress. 5 carries, 87 yards over Brock Wright. And so now it's an important third down once again for the Wildcat D.
Nice blue wall that he ran into. Jaden Garcia was a big part of that as well.
On a 3rd down and 4 to go.
And Garcia and 78 Reyes come out. 2 other players went in.
Empty set in the backfield. Nope, they're going to put Wright back in the backfield once again. Would expect to see a lot of him on this one. Twins left, twins right in a 4-receiver set. Back to pass, blitz comes, throwing it to the far side and overthrows his intended target. That was number 4, Evan Leos.
Almost had it. Leos turned around. I think he got through on his route just a little quicker than
good blitz coverage coming. That may have forced Lopez to throw it a little before he wanted to.
I think that's exactly what happened.
So they will go for it, though. Looks like on a 4th down and 4 to go. Going to put split backs in the backfield once again. Kind of an offset eye look from the shotgun. Waiting on it, and Leos will keep it himself, and he's going to be inside the 20 or down to right at the 20. It's only a pickup of 2 for Lopez on the quarterback keeper, and it'll go over on downs. The Lovington defense holds once again, Dawn.
Yeah, that was nice work by defense, and right away, most of the players could tell that Carlsbad did not get the yardage they need. So victory, nice work for the D, and now if the offense can feed off of that, which is kind of how Lovington operates, let's see if they can actually get something going here and get some momentum going offensively.
The Cats went 3 and out on their initial drive of the ball game. Now they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, trailing by 3, 4:11 to go here in the first. Blitz look for the Cavemen. They back out of it. Pitch it around. Going is Diaz on the pitch sweep, and he's hitting the backfield. He's going to lose a couple of yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 12. Carlsbad had that one sniffed out well as Jaden Harper leading the charge for the Cavemen.
This is definitely a game of tug-of-war at this point.
3:52 left. Clock is still running.
So 1-yard loss officially on the play. And so it'll be 2nd down and 11. Cats trailing 3-0. Dawn Morganfield side. I'm TJ Miracle. Abigail Schaus running camera. From the shotgun, high snap. With it, stepping up. Allen just going to have to take it himself. He's got a little room. He's across the 25 and out to about the 27-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the keeper for Allen as he saw a little room and took it home. And so now it's a much more manageable 3rd down and about 4 for Lovington.
We saw this out of Allen last week. He's not afraid when he gets flushed out of the pocket. He's not afraid to run, and he's not afraid to he's not a quarterback who slides down to avoid a lot of contact. He kind of runs right into danger and tries to pick up a few more yards that way.
So 3rd down and 4, twins left, twins to the right. Justin with it. Pressure breaks down, and he is going to get out of 1 sack, and now he'll just be flushed, and he's going to be forced to go out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. He's going to get a yard out of it on what could have been the 2nd sack of the ball game, but now it's 4th down and 3.5. So I've got to think punt time again for Coach Bailey's squad.
If they weren't so deep in their own territory, they would probably have gone for it. But this close, it's too dangerous. They need to make Carlsbad work for it a little harder.
Yes, they do. 2:50 to go here in the first quarter. 3-0 Carlsbad in the lead off of a field goal from their kicker, Lennon Nins. High snap, it's handled as Aranda gets it off. It's a helicopter kick. It'll be fielded by Castaneda at the 38. Takes it around across the 45 to the 50 and into Lovington territory at the 48-yard line. So good starting field position for Carlsbad, their 3rd possession of this first quarter.
Yeah, much better. That was a pretty good kick, and they've been taking nice Lovington bounces, but Carlsbad is they don't have any qualms about picking that up and trying to run with it.
No, they do not. So on a 1st down and 10, 47-yard line, the Cavemen with another good set of starting field position. 2.5 to go here in the first half. Of course, up after tonight, district starts for the Wildcats next week at the Wool Bowl in Roswell against the defending 5A champ Roswell High Coyotes, who are here in Lee County tonight. down in Hobbs. Carlsbad a couple more tune-ups. They'll take on Cibola up in Albuquerque next week.
I think these punts have been low and more like a bullet on purpose so that Lovington can get down the
split backs in the backfield and hand it off, and that is going to be right again. He gets about a yard, but flags come in. That could either be a hold or it could be possibly a face mask, but we'll have to see what the man with the white hat on says. And he's going to call face mask on Lovington. The question is it the incidental or is it the biggie? So Wright going to get credit for a yard, and then
just 5 yards. I heard the ref on this side say 5.
Okay, so it is the little kind, but it'll tack 5 onto the end of it. So now it'll be first down once again. So first down and about 4 to go for these Cavemen. 2:20 remaining here in the first. Ball spotted at 39, make that the 41-yard line. Looking to pass, Lopez across the middle and just led his man a little too far. He split through a couple of Wildcats. The intended target on that one was Jaden Harper.
And Jaden Gutierrez and Aiden Nunez had pretty good coverage coming across and crisscrossing right as that ball misthrown a little bit, but still pretty good coverage.
So now that'll bring up a second down and 4 to go for the Cavemen. 2:10 to go here in the first. Good crowd on hand here tonight on a cool Friday night. A few folks making the trip up from the Cave City. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Right in the backfield with Lopez. Handed off to Wright, and he's just going to get upended at the 40. It'll be a pickup of about a yard. Nothing doing there. And so it'll be third down and 3 to go.
He put his head down and dove. I think he had intentions of being able to sort of somersault through there and get another couple, 3 yards. It didn't happen. Lovington put the stop on him.
So an important third down and 3 to go. Need to get it to the 27-yard line. Ball spotted right at the 30. 1:41 clock ticks here in the first. From the shotgun, offset eye in the backfield. Handed off to Wright, and he goes through the pile, and he'll drag a couple of Wildcats with him. He got through the initial contact and then gets another yard or 2 out of it. I think he's going to have enough for the first down. It's going to depend on the spot. He needed the 27, and they are going to spot him just shy, so a 2-yard gain officially. And so fourth down and about the length of the football to go. Yeah, Carlsbad will go for it with 1:02 remaining here in the first quarter. Trying to force another 4 and out here. Lopez keeps it himself, is hit in the backfield, and he is going to be spun around and dropped. The Cats do their job once again. Alex Rivera with the 2-yard loss on Eloy Lopez, and it'll go over on downs once again. The Cat D coming up big for the 3rd consecutive possession.
And now it's just up to the Lovington O to take that energy and take that momentum and catch fire here. I think everybody wants that. We want it on the sideline. Everybody in the stands wants it. Lovington, the team feel it. They're ready. If they can just get something going against this very formidable Carlsbad defense.
From their own 40-yard line, Wildcat football, Twins left, Twins to the right. Send a man in motion, that's Rivero. Fake the handoff, roll. Allen tosses it, has a man. That'll be complete across the 45, out to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, that was a hard hit. The top of his body went one way, kind of twist and turn.
7 yards to Jaden Gutierrez, but we've got a flag on the play.
I'm surprised he popped up so easily.
And it'll be personal foul, face mask on the Cavemen. So their first penalty of the evening, tack 15 yards onto the end of that one. First down for Lovington, their first of the ball game.
Yeah.
But I like that Allen got the ball out of his hands pretty quickly there, but he was under pressure. They're going to have to see if they can pick up the big boys up front a little better from Carlsbad.
You know what is looking a lot better this week than from the previous 2 games? The snaps.
They
are
are
much higher, much more in giving him much more to work with. Less fumble time.
Twins left, Twins to the right. Handed off to Diaz. He's got a little room up the middle. Squirts across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. Pick up a 3 for Zach on his 3rd carry of the ball game. And so it'll be a second down and 7 to go for Lovington.
And they're on the move. This is the kind of energy and movement that Coach likes to see out of
And
Lovington.
I don't think we're going to get another playoff as we're down under 10 seconds to go on the game clock. With 5, with 4, with 3, with 2, with 1. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Carlsbad 3, Lovington on the march, though. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Back here at Wildcat Stadium, getting ready for the start of the second quarter of this one. Lovington on the march, but trailing 3-0. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan patrols field side. Abby Schaus with second color, as we sometimes call it, running the camera and keeping an eye and an ear on things, shadowing here tonight. So a second down for Lovington, and finally maybe the Wildcats going to find just a little bit of offensive rhythm here, Dawn.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it. If they can come out with that same energy and momentum that they were carrying right before the change. You know, they were active in the huddle. They were loud. They seemed like they're ready for this next step.
The defense had a whale of a first quarter, just giving up 3 points, and that came after a 72-yard run. But then they tightened up, and they have tightened up since. Split backs in the backfield and a 3-receiver set from the near hash mark. And keeping it himself, that will be Gutierrez in at quarterback. He takes it. He's across the 10 to the 7-yard line before he is caught from behind and tripped up. Touchdown saving tackle for Marcus Morales. But Jaden Gutierrez from the 33 down to the 10. That is 23 yards and first and goal for the Wildcats.
Yeah, number 12.
Out of the Wildcat.
Number 12 as well out there. Yeah, just caught the foot enough to just trip him up. But he was able to kind of leap forward in the air as he tripped. He picked up 3-4 yards.
And Jaden going to stay in to run the quarterback position. So Gutierrez is the quarterback, and he'll take it. He'll sweep it left, come back right, gets away from one, bounces off a second, and gets down to the 6-yard line. It'll be a 4-yard pickup for Jaden, and it'll be second and goal now from the 6.
Yeah, and I think Carlsbad definitely, has watched game film. They saw Lovington do this a few times in that game on Saturday afternoon, and they had that sniffed out pretty well. But Lovington was able to get in and out so quickly and to be able to kind of still take them by surprise and get some forward yardage.
It's a second and goal from the 6. Split backs in the backfield. Jaden still going to run the offense. Waiting on it. Good snap this time. Jaden looks right, throws right, has a man, 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Elijah Rivero from 6 yards out, and the Cats go up 6-3. Good pass for the wide receiver / backup quarterback.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. As again, we saw that and it was successful for Lovington in the game last Friday night and Saturday.
Good little curl route there from Elijah. He just got in a soft spot in the Carlsbad defense and put it in the end zone. So Lovington strikes first in the second quarter.
Nice, and going to try to make it one more point off the leg of Aranda.
Out of the hold of Elijah Rivero. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is somewhere down around Hobbs, and it is good. 10:49 remaining in the first half. Lovington 7, Carlsbad 3. Wildcat football back in a moment.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Jaden Gutierrez runs the offense to start the second quarter and hooks up with Elijah Rivero. The point after is good, and the Wildcats take the 7-3 lead. Welcome back to Wildcat Football, Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. So Caleb Aranda to kick it away. Kicking towards the south end zone. It's a high end-over-ender, and that one is going to bounce at the 5 and then go into the end zone. And so it looks like Carlsbad going to say, yeah, we'll just bring it out to the 20, and we will start from there.
Yeah, Aranda is targeting. He's not just booting it, and making a big boot. I think he's very deliberate tonight, kind of controlling, trying to do exactly that, pin. He's really deliberately putting that ball in that 5 to 10 yard area and deliberately trying to pin Carlsbad back to force them to get across the field more.
Caveman football from their own 20-yard line. First down and 10. They drive towards the north end zone. Eloy Lopez is the quarterback. He's got Brock Wright in the backfield with him. 4 receiver set. Lovington shows blitz, and they will throw the wide receiver screen over onto the far side. Castaneda gets away. He's across the 25 to the 30, cuts it back across the 40, still on his feet to the 50, and knife down inside Lovington territory at the 48-yard line. So that'll be 32 yards to Robert Castaneda, and first down for the Cavemen.
Chris Casadas was the Wildcat who brought him down. Otherwise, he'd been dancing in the end zone.
So Carlsbad moving up a little bit quicker. They're picking up the pace. Lovington leading 7-3. 4 receiver set once again. Fake the handoff, throw the wide receiver screen near side this time. That one will be complete across the 40, getting to the sideline and out at the 30-yard line. That one complete to R.J. Hernandez. It's good for 15 and another Carlsbad first down. Their 5th of the ball game.
Wow, they've made quick work of this field, that's for sure.
Yes, they have, and they've gone in a hurry-up offense to try and keep Lovington a little bit off balance.
Right, stealing a little of Lovington's playbook here.
Lopez from the shotgun. It'll be right on his left shoulder. Twins left, twins right. Fake the handoff to right. Lopez keeps it himself. He's got room up the middle. Crosses the 25 down to the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 7 on the keeper for Lopez. And so now it'll be second down and 3 for Carlsbad.
He tried that little move to kind of jag move off to the right, cut to the right. Kyler Reeves was waiting for him.
So on a second down and 3, and whistle sound, timeout taken by the Cavemen with 9:59 to go first half. Lovington 7, Carlsbad 3, but on the march. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Out of the Caveman timeout as they try and figure out what they want to do. On a second down and 3 to go, they have marched it down the field going with a hurry-up offense. Not sure I agree with that timeout, Dawn. They had Lovington a little bit back on their heels, and that gives the Wildcats an opportunity to catch their breath a little bit.
And regroup and kind of plan for what they think is in the Carlsbad playbook on this series.
As Lopez will bring them back out. Twins left, twins right, right in the backfield with him. High snap, it's handled. Tossing it, going right side, and overthrown. New quarterback in the ball game. That is number 14. That is Marley Munoz. So Munoz incomplete.
Munoz listed as a junior.
And so now it'll be third down and 7. Munoz going to stay in and run the quarterback position, looks like this time for Lopez. So Lopez may have gotten a bit banged up.
Might have. He might be over that. Nobody is on the ground or on a table, treatment table or anything, but maybe he's just out.
Munoz waits for it, hands it off to right. He stakes it to the left side, and he bounces inside the 20. So it's a pickup of 4 for Brock Wright. 9 carries, 95 yards, and it'll be the 6th first down for the Cavemen with their backup quarterback in the ball game.
Although they may be saying, hey, listen, you can run a different quarterback, on us. We'll do the same thing on you, and maybe you won't know and see everything that's coming and be able to read it quite so well.
Possibility. Wright will go on to the right shoulder this time of Munoz with twins to the left, twins to the right. Munoz rolls right. He's going to be chased out, and he drops the ball. It is on the turf, and the Cats have it. The Cats have it. Is falling on top of that one and getting to it. Kevin Reyes. Kevin makes the stop, and it'll be Munoz who coughs it up, and it'll be Wildcat football.
Yeah, that was.
It's Rivera who comes out of the pile with it.
Yep, and that was just unforced. I think he was just moving the ball around, maybe thinking about pulling it up to throw, and he just let go of the ball.
Yeah, he just oopsied a little butterfingers there, and so Lovington will have it back on their own 21-yard line. And so the first turnover of the game turns into a possession for the Wildcats. They'd love nothing more than to cash in on this one right here, right now.
It's a gift, but they have to make something of that gift.
Yes, they do, and it'll be Justin Allen back out to run the quarterback position. Split a man out very wide to the right. That's Alex Kame.
Tried the hard count. Nobody jumped. Oh, and then
Yep, and so waiting on it now is Allen. Hits it. He'll hand it off, and Diaz, little hesitation move, and cuts it back inside. Good pursuit by the Carlsbad defense as first one to hit Zach right there was number 88, Venegas. It'll be a 1-yard pickup for Diaz. 4 carries, just 6 yards for Zach. And it is 2nd down and 9 for the Cats.
And Coach Bailey has been giving the signal on the play from the sideline to Allen, especially after nobody jumped on the hard count.
Line them up on the right side, line them up on the left. They put them in the school line in a 4-receiver set. Allen changing the play at the line. Diaz moves and will settle in finally on the left shoulder. High snap. Allen keeps it himself. Not a lot of room to run. He'll get up to about the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 2 on the quarterback keeper for Allen. And so now it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats. You want to convert on this one.
Yep, very important here, especially as far back into their own territory as they are.
Yes, you are. You got the gift with the turnover. Now don't go 3 and out. 8 minutes remaining, first half. Lovington leading this one 7-3.
8:05 left to play in the second quarter.
4-receiver set once again. Twins left, twins right. Allen going to send a man in motion. Back to pass, under pressure, steps up in the pocket, going to be flushed, has to run. He's going to just tuck it, take it, be pushed out at the 25-yard line as the push out by the Nins, and it'll be a pickup of 1 for Justin. And so now it'll be punt time for the Wildcats. So they get about 4 yards on 3 plays, but are going to have to punt it away and give it back to Carlsbad. Cannot cash in on that turnover.
And I would point out and say, well, at least that was a few minutes that Carlsbad offense did not have the ball. But, Coach Bailey doesn't really like that attitude. He wants explosive movement, energy. He wants the Cats to make something happen.
And the Cats are going to fake it, and it'll be Rivero looking to pass it. He's going to tuck it, taking himself across the 30 to the 35. That's Gutierrez, to the 35-yard line and move the chains. First down, Wildcats on the fake punt. And so Coach Bailey pulls the wild card, and gets the first down.
Yeah, a little trickeration. It keeps the game interesting. It's fun, and Carlsbad certainly didn't see it coming. Heck, we didn't see it coming. That's right.
So they'll spot it at the 34-yard line. Lovington gets the first down and converts on a 4th down and 7.
Trickeration only happens, though, and helps you when it's excellent execution, and that's what they did.
Yes, it was. Got an extra tight end in the game on the right side. Aston waits for it. Hand it off, Diaz, and he is hit right at the line. Falls forward and might have gotten a yard out of it. And it'll be number 84 on the stop, or maybe that's
94, I think.
So Pesante Pick up a 1 for Diaz, and so it'll be 2nd down and 9. Pardon me, 7:15 remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, 88, 99, and 33 are all in right now. Those double numbers can sometimes be kind of tricky. And 22, and all at
You don't often see a 33 on the line. So Allen with it, and they'll flip it around on the end around. Gutierrez with it. He's got Cecile to the 40, to the 50, to the 40. It's a foot race. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Put it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. 65 yards. Jaden Gutierrez on the end around, and the Cats go up 13-3.
What a nice reverse that was. Absolutely. And the only way that happens is if the guy that is pulling that reverse has the speed to get around the corner.
There was no reverse because there was only one exchange of the football,
well,
but the end around, the receiver end around, yeah.
No, but he did have the speed to be able to get around the end. And
he got a good block, and he took it 65 yards to the house. Rivero out of the hold. Aranda bangs it home, and with 6:51 to go here in the first half, Lovington 14, Carlsbad 3. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Jaden Gutierrez takes an end-around pitch from Justin Allen and takes it 65 yards to the house. Caleb Aranda bangs it home on the point after, and with 6:51 remaining here in the first half, Lovington now up by 11, 14-3. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan patrols field side. Abby Schaus running the camera, shadowing up in the booth tonight. Evie Stuber keeping an eye and ear on things back at One Radio Square. High end over ender. This one going to be a little bit shorter. It'll be fielded back at the 5, out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. Looking for some room to run. That's Leos to the 30, 35, 40, to the 45. One man to beat. He's to the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will take it 95 yards to the house. Evan Leos will have a 95-yard kickoff return. And just like that, Carlsbad right back in the thick of things, 14-9, and no flags on the field.
Yep, we'll see if this one's coming back or not.
It is not. No laundry out there.
Right. I thought there was, too.
And something tells me that from now on, Caleb Aranda is just going to put everything in it and try and send it somewhere down around Eunice. Don't give him a chance to return it.
Right.
But a couple of good blocks there that sprung Evan Leos, the senior wide receiver.
Talk about speed.
Yeah, he took off.
Turned on the jet.
So an explosive play by Lovington, answered immediately by the Carlsbad Cavemen.
They got punched in the mouth, and they turned right around and said, yep, jab back and take that.
Annanen's on to attempt the extra point. 14-9 is the score. 6.5 to go first half as business is picking up here in Lovington. So Annanen's on to attempt the extra point. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up, and it is good. And with 6:33 remaining here in the first half, Lovington 14, Carlsbad 10. We'll just keep it right here and say a big thank you to all the good folks who make Lovington Wildcat football possible. Could not do it without the help and support, as all of a sudden my board has decided it is going to go insane. There we go. Aftermath Hot Oil Services, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Schools, Stone Oilfield Services, B&B Rentals, Man Welding, the First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply, Napa, Battle Energy, and the Gandy Corporation. Couldn't do it without their help and support. Make it possible for bring you these games absolutely free of charge. We don't have to charge you or beg you for donations. Unfortunately, too many organizations, other broadcasters do try and charge you to watch your kids and teams play. We don't think that's right, and we've got those great sponsors who make it to where we don't have to do that.
And they're gracious. A lot of them are already coughing up money and sponsoring, this and that, because a lot of times the schools get out there and they don't leave much for broadcasters to come in and ask for sponsorships and get them as well. So hats off to the ones who are doing double and triple duty in sponsorships.
For sure. And so after the 95-yard kickoff return by Leo, Santanins will tee it up at the 40 and boot it towards the north end zone. So now you've punched him in the mouth, you've been punched in the mouth. How are you going to respond if you're the Wildcats?
Toe-to-toe.
Santanins will come up, and he will kick this one away, a high end-over-ender, and that one will bounce in the middle of the end zone and go out. And so Lovington will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Of course, after tonight for the Wildcats, the district race gets underway. We head to Roswell next week in the Wool Bowl to take on the defending 5A champ, Roswell Coyotes. The only blemish on the Coyotes' record last year was the Lovington Wildcats.
And I'm sure Lovington wants a repeat of that. I'm sure Roswell wants some revenge.
I would think so. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Allen in at the quarterback position. Waiting on it, 3 men across the front for the Cavemen. Fake the handoff. Justin with it, throws it underneath and almost picked off as skipped that one in to Kyler Reeves, but really it was almost intended for Ty Young, the senior defensive back. Incomplete for Justin, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and
I'm not sure if there was a little miscommunication on that play or what happened, but
it did look like either the throw was wrong or the route was wrong, one of the two. It just didn't match up together.
Or almost like he wanted to hand it off, but Diaz went one way and Allen thought he was going the other. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Cats with the football at their own 20-yard line. First trips receiver set we've seen, 3 out to the left side. Justin with it, fakes it. Nope, he hands it off to Diaz, who gets tripped up right at the line. As number 33, that was Isaiah Gaitan, trips him up at the line. Diaz goes down on the shoestring. His 6th carry, just 8 yards for Zach.
Yeah, ouch.
And coming off of the field is going to be Allen. So Gutierrez on a 3rd down and 9 to run the offense.
Right, Chase Terrell also coming back on the field.
So Gutierrez will run it on a 3rd down and 9. We are under the halfway mark here in this 2nd quarter.
This time, Lovington's giving Carlsbad a much more time to see what they're doing.
And it'll be an empty set in the backfield. Going to try and spread out the Cavemen. They're going to point, though. They're not going to let him go for it. Gutierrez steps up, sweeps to the left. He'll have to tuck it, take it himself. He's across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and he picks up 10 yards and move the chains. 1st down, Wildcats, 112 yards on 5 carries for Jaden Gutierrez, and he will have the Cats' 4th first down of the ball game.
He needed 10, he got 10. So just exactly right. He'll move the chains.
So to the 31-yard line, 5:25 to go here in the first half. Lovington holding on to a 4-point lead. Now with twins to the left and twins to the right. Gutierrez stays on to run the offense. Hand it off to Diaz. He's got some room. He's across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 5 yards for Zach, but then he gets blown up. One of the big linebackers coming over and just absolutely laying the composite on him. I believe that was Juan Rubio, who knocks him down, hits him hard, but it's still good for 5. 2nd and 5 for Lovington. Jaden going to stay on and run the offense. Gutierrez gives him a little bit different look and a little bit more of a spark. Empty set in the backfield once again. 5 receiver set, trips to the right, twins to the left. Gutierrez tries the hard count. Carlsbad doesn't bite. He's going to have to change the play.
And
10 seconds left on the play clock.
He looks over at Coach Bailey.
So changing the play out now. Good snap with it. Jaden back to pass. Throws it. Wants it all up the left sideline. Has it in across the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats.
20-10.
Elijah Rivero takes it home, 64 yards.
I like that. I like the pose that he struck when he turned around. It's like, okay, spiking's not allowed, but posing is. So he made the most of that.
64 yards. Gutierrez to Rivero for the second time tonight.
Really, that was well thrown. But I tell you what, Rivero, under really heavy, close coverage, turned around, engaged that, grabbed it, held on to it. Really nice play. Good throw, but really nice catch.
Jaden has thrown 2 passes tonight, both of them to Elijah and both of them for touchdowns.
You think these guys have probably practiced that a time or 20?
Possibility, and the point after is up, and it is good, and the Cats respond with 4:16 to go first half. Lovington 21, Carlsbad 10. Wildcat back in a moment on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oilfield community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
For the Wildcats, Jaden Gutierrez provides the spark once again. He goes 64 yards to Elijah Rivero. The point after is good, and with 4:16 to go here in the first half, Lovington back up by 11, 21-10. With Dawn Morgan fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle, Abigail Schaus shadowing, running the camera. Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square as Caleb will come up on it, and it'll be a little pooch kick this time. It'll be fielded at the 35 to the 40, 45 to the 50 to the 40. One man to beat to the 30, 20, 10, 5, and that'll be into the end zone, and another touchdown on a kickoff return. This time it'll be 65 yards on a kickoff return touchdown.
And
that was, I believe that was Flores on the touchdown, 65 yards kickoff return.
And an incomplete tackle, as it looked like he got slowed down enough to get swarmed, but it was able to break free, and Elijah Rivero was left in the backfield, and I don't know whether he got a little crunched up, but he came up and was a little slow getting up, and now we've got a well.
And so you've had 2 kickoff returns immediately following touchdowns, so Carlsbad's special teams have come to play. So if you're Lovington now, I don't know what you're going to do if you're having special teams problems like that. So right now, a 21-16 ball game. Still a 5-point lead, and with the injury timeout, we'll take a moment and say a big thank you to our friends at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Schools, also B&B Rentals, Stone Oilfield Services, Man Welding, First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply, and also Lovington Auto Supply, Napa, Battle Energy, and the Gandy Corporation, making Wildcat football possible. As slow off the field as Carter Moore being helped off the field.
Limping just a little, probably took a little damage to the ankle or the knee, one of the legs they were trying to work on. So he's walking, but with some help. So let's hope he comes over the sideline, get some work on that and attention. So
Annanen's on to attempt the point after. Snap is good, and that one almost blocked, but it will split the uprights good. 4:03 to go. Well, I thought we might not have a track meet. It may be a track meet of a different color this year, Dawn, but it looks like maybe we're getting kind of into that mode here.
Yep. Punch and counter punch here. So a little back and forth seesaw affair. Yes, as long as Lovington stays on top on the scoreboard, that's okay. But It does damage when you've got that momentum and you feel so good about what you do on the field. You get excited about scoring and then turn right around and give up a touchdown. And that, after 2 or 3 times of that, it grinds. It becomes a grind. And it's a little harder to get that energy level back up and get back into that form that made Lovington get to this 21-point.
So you've got back deep to receive Rivero and Gutierrez once again as Annanen's on to kick it away. I would bet he sends it all the way through the back of the end zone once again. Of course, thing to remember, Lovington will have the ball to start the second half. They won the toss to start the game and deferred.
Yeah, and we've got just a shade over 4 minutes left to play before we hit halftime.
Going to have a very interesting, I have a feeling, Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show, and probably a quite interesting Bob Thriftway coaches conversation coming up going into the half.
Looking forward to it.
So
one thing that Lovington has done a lot better tonight as well, better snaps, of course, we mentioned that to the quarterback, to Allen when he's in, but also they've had fewer penalties. They've really been, and Carlsbad has not made all that many as well. This is
each team 15 penalty yards. Carlsbad 1 for 15, Lovington 2 for 15. Annanen's will kick it away, and that one's going to sail into the end zone and out. And so Lovington 1st and 10 from their own 20 once again. So let's see who's going to run the offense as Gutierrez will come over, and so they're going to keep Jaden in to run the offense with 4:03 remaining here in the first half, and Lovington holding on to a 21-17 lead.
No shame in that. Allen doing a good job when he's in there, but it gives you more looks as an offense, as a team, when you've got other weapons, offensive weapons that you can use. It's just, that's better.
Trips to the right side, single receiver to the left. Gutierrez with Diaz in the backfield. Fake the handoff to Diaz. Jaden keeps it himself, and on the designed run is going to wind up getting about a yard out of that one. 6 carries, 113 yards. Jaden going to be brought down by Isaiah Gaitan. So it'll be a 1-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down and 9 for Lovington.
I thought it was a pretty good fake, but nobody bid on it.
Think maybe they've seen this film before. As we click to 8 o'clock. Thanks for being with us. Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com from Z94 KZOR, Hobbs Lovington. Twins to the left, twins to the right. 3 men across the front, send a man in motion for the Wildcats. It's going to be Kyler Reeves. Hand it off. Diaz, a little hesitation move, squirts out and trips up at the 24-yard line. 3 yards for Zach, and so now just like that, it'll be 3rd down and call it 6. We'll call it 7.
Yeah, I think it's about 6 and a half.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's 6 on the board, but it's probably a shade over that.
They'll call it a 3rd down and 6. 2:45 remaining here in the first half of play. Lovington and Carlsbad getting in a bit of a track meet here. Lovington's offense sparked by Gutierrez. Carlsbad sparked by special teams. Jaden going to move Diaz over to the left shoulder, send a man in motion. Back to pass. Gutierrez with it flushed. Has to step up, and he is going to be sacked. Nowhere to go. That'll be a 3-yard sack on Jaden Gutierrez as they got to him that time. 2nd sack of the night for the Cavemen defense. And so punt time, I've got to think here for Lovington.
Yeah, especially this far back. We've seen this before.
And a timeout going to be taken by the Wildcats with 2:20 remaining here in the first half. Lovington 21, Carlsbad 17. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, vac trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
And it'll actually be the Cavemen who take the timeout, wanting to preserve some time on the clock. 2:20 to go. 4th down and 9 for the Wildcats. will be punt time. Now it'll be up to the special teams to not give up another biggie, as Castaneda will go back deep to receive the punt.
Yeah, just 2:20 left on the clock.
Carlsbad still with 1 timeout to go. Lovington leading by 4. Good snap for Caleb. He will kick that one away. A high end over ender. Castaneda fields it at the 45. Brings it across the 50. Comes inside, then hit from behind and dropped by Chase Terrell, as it looked like he was getting ready to find another gear, and Chase, playing chaser, knocks him down. But good field position for the Cavemen. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 40 with 2:09 remaining here in the half.
Just all up to defense here. So important to try to keep Carlsbad from scoring going into the halftime.
Yes, it is. Of course, Lovington will have the ball to start the second half, but you want to keep this score right where it is at. You've still got 3 timeouts to work with, too. Something to be aware of. Twins to the left, twins to the right, as Lopez back out there with Wright. Good snap. Lopez back to pass. He'll dump it under and get it to Wright, and he crosses to the 35-yard line. Pardon me, that was Munoz. So it is good for 5 yards. And so that'll be Wright, his second catch of the ball game. So now on a 2nd down and 5. And we're gonna go that as Dawn was actually hit there during the play there on the play on the near side. Certainly hope she's all right. We'll check in with her here in just a minute.
All right.
Just helping her back up, and so check in with Dawn here in just a second.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay, you get hey, you're getting a helmet sticker.
That's true. Got one against Denver City a couple of 3 years ago, so time for another
fake
one.
the handoff. Munoz will keep it himself, and he's got some room. He's across the line. He's across the 30. Cuts it into the seam across the 15 down to about the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 25 for Munoz, and so it'll be 1st and goal for the Cavemen.
You're good.
So that'll be their 7th first down of the first half, and now they are knocking on the door, trying to go back up with 1:55 remaining in the half.
Sure. Yeah, I'm good. You guys are nice there. You're cool. You can, right? Really?
Dawn,
that's okay. I can
down
fix
there
this.
with a man
Real
in
fast.
motion.
Like that.
And
We're
so
good.
Munoz, high snap, rolls to the right, looks, tucks it, takes it himself, has some room. He's across the 5, down to the 3-yard line, where he'll be knocked down after a pickup of 7. And it'll be 2nd and goal from the 3.
Yeesh. Yeah, again, we talked about Lovington D and how important the stand is here with just 1:44 left. Gotta really
And a timeout going to be taken this time, I think, by Lovington. Yep, they will take the timeout to try and A, pull up something on defense, and B, to preserve a little bit of time. So we will take a quick timeout. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Wildcat football returns, and so Lovington taking the time out with Carlsbad on the march. They've got it 2nd and goal from the 3. Lovington up by 4. Great to have you with us on this beautiful Friday night for football in southeast New Mexico. And so here we go as the 2nd down and 3. Lovington trying to come up with a goal line stand. Munoz in at the quarterback position. He's got Wright on his shoulder. He'll hand it to Wright. He runs into room and then drags a couple of Wildcats with him and into the end zone. Brock Wright from 3 yards out will have his first touchdown of the night. And Carlsbad will go back up in this one by a score of 23 to 21.
Just barely, though.
No, they're going to say they stopped him short.
All right. Carlsbad was just sure that they had broken the plane.
I was sure they had broken the plane. But they'll have it now 3rd and goal from the 1.
And normally I'd be right there looking at that and in position to be able to say that, but I just hadn't had time to get over there after the tumble, get on the end zone line to be able to see that for myself.
So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1. Lovington trying to preserve a little bit of time, so still 21-17 the score. And the defense did a nice job there. It's just awful hard to bring Brock Wright down. They don't have height and weight listed, but I would say he's probably around 5'10", 5'11", probably goes around 215 if I had to guess. So the ball is right on the goal line.
It's 1 yard, just shy of the 1 yard line. The nose is on the 1 yard line.
3rd and goal for the Cavemen. Munoz, backup quarterback, up under center, barks it out, hands it off. Wright goes to the right side and shrugs off a Wildcat, and he will take it into the end zone that time for the touchdown. And so now 23-21, but Lovington did preserve time on the clock. Point after to come.
Time to do something here. And Lovington's capable of the explosive big play. So,
yes, they are. So Annanen's on to attempt the extra point. So it looked like Lovington might run away with this, but then the special teams kind of letting them down a little bit. Responsible for 2 Cavemen touchdowns, and the point after is up, and it is good. So with 1:28 remaining here in the first half, it's Carlsbad 24, Lovington 21. Wildcat football back in a moment.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
It has been the Brock Wright show for the Carlsbad Cavemen as he took it into the house. 11 carries, now 98 yards, a 1-yard touchdown run for him. Annanen's the point after is good and gives Carlsbad back the lead 24-21. Score updates from elsewhere around Lee County. The Tatum Coyotes go to 3-0 on the year as they destroy Clayton 50-0 tonight. Late in the second half in Eunice, it is the Cardinals knocking over Nimmy 28-14, and late in the first half in Hobbs, it is the Hobbs Eagles over the Roswell Coyotes 20-7. 24-21 here at Wildcat Stadium. Carlsbad in the lead. Don Morgan field side and wearing some of that turf now.
Yeah, I tried to stay out of the way, but occasionally that's just, you're on the sideline, stuff's going to happen.
Remember, tell Coach Bailey you may not be available next week if he needs backup out there.
I know how to take a hit.
Annanen's, it will go through the back of the end zone, as you've got to think Carlsbad is feeling it here as they took it down and punched it in, and they've punched a couple in using kickoff returns where they have immediately answered Lovington touchdowns. So now Lovington, see if they can answer back with just under 90 seconds remaining in the half and 1 timeout to their name.
Well, stranger things have happened.
We've seen them.
That's, a minute and a half. You can do a lot on the field. Hey, it only takes about 6 seconds to run a play, from one end of the field to the other sometimes. So, yeah, you can do some damage pretty fast, as Lovington has been the victim of tonight.
Gutierrez will stay in as the quarterback. Twins left, twins to the right. Diaz in the backfield with him. Jaden going to put a man in motion. That's Terrell. He'll keep it himself. Gets a block. He's across the 25, out to the 27-yard line, and a suplex.
Wow.
WWE Colton McKibben.
That was Colton McKibben.
Yeah, McKibben right there.
Coach wants targeting. Coaches want targeting on it.
Yeah, I think you should get it. That's unnecessary roughness, and we do have a flag on the play, and they could also throw him out because literally that was a WWE suplex.
Wow.
Seriously, John Cena would be proud to call that one of his own.
If the football thing doesn't work out, we know what career he could go into immediately.
And
definitely.
That will be personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on Carlsbad, so tack another 10 on, or another 15 onto the end of that one. And Coach Bailey, I think, asking why the kid's still in the ball game.
Coach, the White Cap has just finished talking directly with Coach Bailey about that.
I'm asking the same thing.
Now Bailey is talking right now
And so
with
that
Jaden Gutierrez.
the Boo Birds are out for the blue and silver, the blue and white liking it. Sorry, when you go WWE, I mean, seriously, Cody Rhodes could take probably some lessons from that. And I've just named the only two wrestlers I know. So
No, I know that's not true.
Twins, all right, the only two current wrestlers I know.
Okay,
Rolling to the right side. Gutierrez, now he's going to be flushed. Has to head back to the left. Going to be in a little trouble. Has to tuck it. Takes it. He's across the 50 and then bumped out of bounds on the far side by Castaneda and then goes flying into the Carlsbad bench, but he crosses into Caveman territory.
Yeah,
going to be close to the first down yardage.
One of the sideline, the guy with the chains actually went down on that one.
And so it'll be a 9-yard pickup for Jaden, and we're going to have personal foul targeting on Carlsbad, so 9 yards for Jaden. That'll give him 126, but then tack another 15 onto the end of it and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
I can't tell if we're playing football or dominoes tonight with how many people are going down.
I know. That's a bit of a click-clack there.
I bet Lovington would be happy to just be dominoes. There's not a lot of room to fall with the domino.
And it doesn't hurt as bad.
Yeah.
So now Lovington, after another 15-yard tack on against Carlsbad, we'll have it inside the 35-yard line down at the Caveman 34. Still 1:09 remaining in what's become a bit of a chippy late first half. Gutierrez still the quarterback. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Diaz in the backfield with him. Lovington up by 3, or rather down by 3, 24-21. Now they'll go empty set. Now they'll put a man in motion. That's Rivero on the toss. Elijah looking for some room, nowhere to go, and he's going to lose a yard on the end around. So Elijah losing a yard on that one, and it'll be second down and 11. And so Lovington will take their third and final timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
So facing a second down and 12 officially, Lovington will take their final timeout with 1 minute exactly remaining here in the first half. What's been a back-and-forth affair, 24-21, Carlsbad in the lead.
And I think that Coach Bailey would be happy to get down close enough for Aranda to kick a field goal and at least tie it up at halftime. And I think that maybe with their time remaining, if they feel like they can't punch it in, they're going to get it close enough for a field goal. That's what I think.
We know Caleb's got about a 50-yard leg, and to make it 50 yards, they would need to get about 7-8 yards from right here to give him a 50-yard opportunity. I think you'd rather just have another 6 on the board.
Sure,
yeah.
But if they feel like they can't, I think that they would be happy to take the 3 if they have to.
Going to split Joaquin Vasquez out by himself to the left side. So on a second down and 12, Wildcat football, Gutierrez with it, pressured, dumps it to Rivero, bobbles it, gets it back and collects it in, but then is knocked out across the 35 at the 34, 3 yards to Rivero, but he gets out, it'll stop the clock, and it'll be third down and 9.
He did a nice job of catching that and then making sure both toes stayed in before he got bumped out of bounds. It was nice work.
So now on a third down and 9 to go. If you don't get another yard from here, you'd be looking 51 yards on the field goal attempt. And with the air a little heavy tonight going that way, not a lot of wind, but you're going to think about the field goal. I think you want another at least 7 yards. So now trips receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Gutierrez still the quarterback. Waits on it, high snap, handles it. Jaden throws it on the crossing route and in and out of the hands of a sliding Vasquez, and it'll be incomplete. First incompletion for Jaden on the night. And so now decision time for Coach Bailey. And he's just going to leave the offense out there, and I like that.
I think that I think you go for it. I mean,
he's going to send Caleb out there.
Okay.
He's going to go for the 50-yarder.
Well,
and he will put the ball, they will spot it right at the 40, so it will be a 50-yard attempt from the near hash mark. Caleb got the 48-yarder Saturday afternoon, and that would have been good from 50.
And he had room. Yeah, it was. He had that and some yards to spare. So he
trying to tie it up with 51 seconds remaining. Waiting on the snap. Good snap, and flags fly, and false start on Lovington. And it'll be, on the Wildcats, so that'll move them back 5 yards.
Not a good time.
Third penalty for 20 yards. Nope, I don't think Caleb's got the 55-yard leg, and they'll send the offense back out.
Yep, Gutierrez goes back.
So now it is first down or over on downs with 49 seconds to go. And actually, it's not a false start. It's delay of game on Lovington. They took too long to get it all put together. So now they're going to go for it on fourth down and 14. Empty set in the backfield. Trips to the right, Twins to the left. Try the hard count. They're not going to go for it. Still plenty of time on the play clock. Now Carlsbad going to come up, show blitz with it. And then the quick kick by Gutierrez. And that one will be fair caught at the 11-yard line by Castaneda. So 44 seconds to go, and it'll be Carlsbad football. Lovington cannot take advantage of a couple of bad penalties on the Cavemen. And so Carlsbad, with still one timeout and 44 seconds to go, will have an opportunity to try and tack on to their lead.
Unfortunately, some golden opportunities there just not taken by Lovington. They just couldn't quite just put all the pieces together in time. You could just feel them forcing that, and it just didn't come together.
So 44 seconds to go here in the first half. Carlsbad trying to tack on to a 3-point lead. Munoz still in as the quarterback. He's got Wright in the backfield with him. Back to pass. He'll dump it, and that one will be complete to Wright, and then he is driven backwards. He's going to get it, but he's going to lose a yard on the play. So that'll be the second catch for Wright, or the third catch for Wright, but a nice job by the Wildcats. And Rivera up front, and so move them back. 21 seconds to go. Carlsbad going to try and get one more play off, maybe.
Kyler Reeves had his hands up, and I thought he had a really good chance of grabbing that ball. I think he came close to it.
The coach is still out on the field. I don't think they're going to get another playoff with 6, with 5, with 4, with 3, with 2, with 1, unless they're going to call timeout with 1 second to go. And nope, they're going to take it in to the halftime, and it'll be Carlsbad leading this one by a score of 24-21. As we've had a good one here. Our Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation coming up here in mere moments as Don Morgan to speak with Coach Bailey. Of course, we've got your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show coming up in just a couple of 2. And so now Don Morgan with Coach Bailey.
Hey, Coach. Wow, what a wild first half.
Yes, ma'am.
You think so?
It was fun. It was fun. We got obviously we got to cover better on kickoff. I mean, we haven't given up much at all on defense. I'm really proud of our defense. We really try hard to get some of those guys a breather on kickoff, and that's just not going to work. I mean, we got to have our dogs on there, and we will moving forward.
All right, so that was a weakness, and Carlsbad exploited that a couple of times and made you guys pay. You guys pulled some good trickeration with excellent execution there to get some of the scores back. You're going into half down just by 3. What's the message at half?
Well, the message, we're down 3 and we get the ball. I mean, so we're good. We're in a good spot. I'm proud of how hard we're fighting. I'm really proud of the just the ability to handle adversity, because the kickoff returns are kind of a kick in the tail. That hurts your heart a little bit. And so for us to just bounce back, I'm proud of that.
You have. We've talked about that. Get punched in the mouth and you punch right back. Punch right back. Punch right back. So you're going to come back out, have the ball, and punch right back.
Yes, ma'am. Got to go.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, as Coach Bailey, our Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation. We'll be back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show coming up. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And welcome to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And we've had quite the track meet in the first half from here at Wildcat Stadium. 24-21 Carlsbad in the lead of this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers in the first half of this one. Carlsbad has run with two quarterbacks as Eli Lopez, the starter, finishes up. He goes 5 of 7 for 79 yards. Marley Munoz coming off the bench in relief. He went 2 of 3 for 4 yards. So collectively for Carlsbad, their quarterbacks go 7 of 10 for 83 yards, no touchdowns and no interceptions. Robert Castaneda with 3 catches for 32 yards. He leads the charge for the Cavemen through the air. On the ground, Brock Wright with 11 carries, 98 yards. And a touchdown. Lopez, before he was pulled, with 4 carries, 9 yards. Castaneda lost 10 yards on an end around, and then Munoz, since he's come on, has carried the ball 3 times for 31 yards. The big story, though, has been Leos and Flores with a 95-yard kickoff return touchdown and a 65-yard kickoff return touchdown to answer immediately Lovington scores, or this would be a much bigger game. 83 through the air, 128 on the ground, 211 collectively on the offense, although when you throw in the special teams numbers, those numbers go a whole lot higher for the Cavemen. They were whistled 3 times for 45 yards in that first half. They got a field goal in the first, 3 touchdowns in the second. That's how they get to their 24 on the board, and they did get 7 first downs in that first half. For your Lovington Wildcats, right now it's been Jaden Gutierrez. Jaden is the leading rusher and the leading passer. Gutierrez carrying the ball 9 times in the first half for 126 yards, including a 65-yard touchdown run on a quarterback keeper. Jaden also going 3 of 4 for 73 yards, 2 touchdowns in the first half in relief of Justin Allen. Allen went 1 of 2 for 7 yards. Favorite target, Elijah Rivero by far. He's got 3 catches for 73 yards, 1 to Jaden Gutierrez for 7 yards. So you've got 80 through the air collectively on 4 of 7 with 2 touchdowns, 150 on the ground, 240 total for the Wildcats in the first half. They were flagged 3 times for 20 yards, got 6 first downs, and they got no points in the first, but then 3 touchdowns in the second. That's how they get to their 21 on the board. So 24-21 our score. The Lovington Wildcats in the lead, or rather trailing this one, although very well could be in the lead by a couple touchdowns. They've just got to figure something out on the special teams, which will bring us to our Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How keys to the second half. So if I'm looking at it, I'm thinking about it, Dawn. Special teams, and it is make your stops, stay in your lane on special teams.
Yeah, absolutely. That's been so costly to Lovington, and coming as a surprise because special teams have been really solid for Lovington in the first couple of games of this season, and for the last several seasons they've really had solid special teams, and so tonight having that weakness, and Carlsbad spotting that right away. They're a good team. They're gonna look for the weaknesses and exploit them, and that's exactly what they've done. And they were able to capitalize on Lovington's mistakes, maybe a little bit more than Lovington was able to do that. However, Lovington, man, you gotta commend a team that just keeps coming back, getting up, and now they've got to come out in the second half, and they've really got to get above. They've really got to come out and score in that first series. I think that's going to be imperative to go ahead and get back on top of Carlsbad, prove that they can retaliate again, come back, and just refuse to go away, and just keep doing and showing the same toughness that they've had. But they've got to have better execution. They've really made some good plays and had excellent execution, in some of what they've been doing. But then their mistakes, and when they've missed, they've been bad misses, and they've paid the price for it. So
well, they certainly have, and that was going to bring me to my next point, and my keys to the second half is the Wildcats have got to make fewer mistakes. One thing that really sparked them when they brought Jaden Gutierrez from receiver to quarterback, they played faster, and when they did that, Carlsbad had a little trouble catching up and catching their breath. They've got to find a way to move faster. Sometimes the Wildcats, I know they want to be explosive, but they tend to be sometimes a little plodding on offense. They take way too much time for plays to develop. They've got to figure out a way to move things through faster. Carlsbad is not a defensive squad that likes to play fast, and when Lovington has played fast, they have managed to, that's when they have done the biggest part of their damage. So use some things that are faster, use some things that are quicker, get the ball out of either Allen or Gutierrez's hands faster. You've got to keep running. Diaz has had tough sledding, 8 carries for just 16 yards, but you've got to at least keep him honest, and he's done a lot in the second half of the first 2 ball games this year. So find a way to develop plays faster and move through on defense. Other than a couple of big plays like the big 72-yarder to start the ball game, the defense has really played extremely well. They gave up that one long play to Marley Munoz, and that's really the what they've done. So defense, continue to not give up the big plays and see if you can get the turnover. Lovington does lead the turnover battle 1-0 in this one, but they trail on the scoreboard 24-21, and again because of the special teams.
Yeah, and so come out, just like Coach said, it's going to be really important to come out and having the ball. And I tell you, that's key to win the toss and be able to come out. And it has really played into their favor in so many games that you didn't necessarily see it coming. But then comes halftime, and you think, man, it's a good thing that Lovington has the game to start this second half. But it's imperative to do something with it. We saw them have chances. We saw them have some gifts from Carlsbad, and they didn't always respond and do something with that. So it's imperative for Lovington not only to make things happen for themselves, but to take advantage of when they're given something to turn into scores and big plays on this blue turf.
I think you're absolutely right. And bringing in the third member of our crew tonight, Abigail, what did you see in that first half?
So it was very entertaining, that's for sure. But it was also like a lot of tug-of-war action there. I feel like once we started pressuring Carlsbad a little bit more is when we got our big plays, is when we became more explosive. I feel like if we start off this half, since we do have the ball, and just kind of keep that momentum going and just not let it get to our heads too much, but just make sure to keep it controlled. Make sure that we make the smart plays, and that when we do face adversity, that we don't just take it as defeat, but just keep rolling and turn it in our favor.
Well, anything can happen. That's why you play a full 48 minutes of these things, as the Wildcats and the Cavemen have played an entertaining one thus far. 24-21 is our score, as our veterans in attendance being recognized tonight. This is Military Appreciation Night, a great tradition here at Wildcat Stadium. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, can't forget the Coast Guard, and Space Force now too, plus our Guard and Reserve, as our veterans are being introduced out onto the field.
They're coming out and having a moment for everyone to get on their feet and give some appreciative applause. And we've got men and women of different ages, I'm sure, having served in, as you said, different branches of the military, different lengths of time, all very important and very appreciated.
Yes, they certainly are. It's because of those men and women that we get to do things like play under the Friday night lights here in Lovington. And, you know, we are coming up on the anniversary of 9/11, and I can never forget calling the first game after 9/11. It was that was a Tuesday, and then Friday night over in Texas we played, and it was eerie because the planes still weren't flying, but the men and women in uniform, our veterans, were recognized that night, our first responders too, and that was just quite the evening, and I'm glad that that tradition has continued on here in Lovington, you know, honoring our men and women that served in uniform.
Yeah, and I think that also usually on these special nights, I know in the past the Lee County Sheriff's Office has had a cookout, and they've offered free meals, you know, to all the veterans and the ones who are being recognized, and others. I think there are others who just didn't want to or could not get out onto the track to be recognized just because of different issues, health issues and infirmities. And I saw 2 or 3 over there at the gate coming and going as they weren't able to come out. So I'm sure they're appreciating that applause as much as the folks right here in front of the whole crowd.
Well, I would certainly think so. Of course, I think my little brother checking in from time to time. He's not really little anymore, but he is
younger.
My younger brother. He's a veteran of the United States Army, served 15 years and 2 tours in Afghanistan. I think our buddy Mike Mata also checking in, 23 years in the United States Air Force, including a lot of those years up in Albuquerque at Kirtland. And so, Ryan, Mike, if you guys are watching tonight, we appreciate your service. And if you're a veteran and you're watching tonight, we appreciate you as well, veteran or active duty. So the Cats prepared to come back out, a big old cat, and get ready for the second half of action. This has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How Halftime Show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. We go to the second half right after this. Carlsbad 24, Wildcats 21. Lovington football continues in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat football from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Getting ready for the start of the second half of this one. Lovington trailing Carlsbad 24-21. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Wildcat Stadium. Don Morgan patrolling the famous blue turf of Brian Urlacher Field. Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. Abigail Schaus shadowing and running our camera tonight on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. It'll be Wildcat football as we start this second half of action, trailing by 3. And so now time to see if the Cats can respond once again, Dawn.
It's showtime.
It's not how you it's how you respond. And Coach Bailey and before him Coach G really like to say that because it is the truth, and it's really, it's not what happens to you, it's what happens next. It's what you do.
And Coach Q too before that. And
exactly.
I have noticed Coach Q back down on the sidelines tonight. So
well, and Pam, is always over there.
Yeah, she's no longer Mrs. Coach
no,
Q.
She's
Mrs. Q. She's the boss.
She is. Yeah, I enjoy her Q's. Her cues, comments, and on Facebook.
She's great.
Yeah.
I love her so much.
She's good.
So here we go as Ananis will kick it off, and it is a high end-over-ender, and that'll be Gutierrez who hands it off to Rivero. Elijah keeps it himself. He'll come across the 15, cuts it to the near side of the 20, to the 25, to the 30, 35 with a man to beat, and stiff arms a man across the 40 to the 44-yard line, and Lovington stepping up with a big play. Not really a starburst, but it was just Gutierrez deciding, hey, you know what, Rivero, why don't you take this one, and gets a big return out of it, 44 yards, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Good field position.
Yeah, very nice. A good run and showing a little authority there at the end, doing that almost like the Heisman pose, pushing off that
Putting
defender.
at the 45-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats. Allen will start out the second half as the quarterback. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left, extra tight end in the ball game on that right side. Allen with it, hands it off. Diaz with a little room. He'll squirt through and wind up with about 3 over the right guard before he is brought down by Colton McKibben. So it'll be a 3-yard pickup for Diaz, 2nd down and 7.
As Lovington just has to really keep the things going. But it's not slow and steady. They don't perform well under slow and steady. You've heard Coach Bailey say that's a different team. Lovington is let's make something happen now. Let's spark something. Let's get that energy up, and let's make things happen for ourselves. And
might ought to think about going hurry up too, just to get the spark going, because they do play better faster. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left, extra tight end in the ball game once again for extra protection. Allen looks left, throws left, and overthrows Vasquez. Vasquez wanting a penalty, not going to get it as Rio Sanchez was right on him and kind of keeping him from turning it up and moving through. It'll be incomplete, and so now it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Cats.
Ouch, we're at that 3rd down conversion time, so really don't want to give up the football. They really need to make this possession count.
Yes, you do. So on a 3rd down and 7, just underway, 3rd quarter, Lovington trailing by 3, opening possession of the second half. Lovington going to put 2 men down to the left side. That'll be Rivero in the slot. Allen signaling out to his receivers. Diaz in the backfield with him. Justin with it, and flags fly. We're going to have false start on Lovington. Not what you want on your opening drive. 4th penalty on the Wildcats for 25 yards, and it'll go from being 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 12, just like that.
They haven't had a lot of penalties, but it seems like the ones that they've had, they've come at very, very bad times.
And that one does come at a bad time. So 3rd and 7, you're going, it's 3rd and, you know, you've got more in the book for 7 yards than you do for 12.
You definitely got to get that fire kind of lit under for the Wildcats because you just can't make mistakes right now.
Single receiver to the left, Twins to the right. Put a tight end on that right side, too. It's going to be Chase Terrell. High snap. Allen with it. Under pressure. He's going to be flushed. Rolls to the right side. Looks. Fires. Has a man.
Nice.
That'll be complete. That is going to be Rivero, and he crosses the 45 to the 44-yard line. He needed 12. He gets 14 and moved the chains. 1st down, Wildcats.
That's called making something happen right there. Allen is so good on the run. I think he throws better when he's on the run than when he's just, when he's got a lot of time and protection on the line.
Rivero, 4 catches, 87 yards. It'll be 1st down for Lovington inside Caveman territory.
Really important one there, too.
Yes, it was. Carlsbad going to put 3 men across the front. Lovington going to stack them up. Line them up left and right. 4 receiver set. Allen waits on it. Good snap. Fake the handoff. Throw the wide receiver screen to Rivero. He gets around the first one, and then he gets body slammed down and another suplex down. And as hitting him in the mouth is Rio Sanchez after he suplexed him. Then he put an elbow in his face and pulled the ball away from him. Where's the flag?
Ty Young is actually the one who got him down, and Ty had him down. And he was the last one to come up off of that pile. But, yeah, he took some damage from the other players in the meantime. But he actually
jumped. 4 yards.
The difference in this was he actually sort of jumped into the fray instead of having it happen to him.
Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Shift a man, and they'll toss it over to Diaz. He rolls right side, spins out of 1, can't spin away from 2, and then gets gang tackled by basically everybody wearing silver and white. Sanchez leads the way once again. It'll be no gain for Zach. And so now it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6.5.
Yeah, here we go again, 3rd down. And let's see what they pull out of their hat this time.
So Lovington going to take their time as Coach Bailey talking to Gutierrez there. And we're going to have holding on the Wildcats, and there's another bad penalty. That'll be their 5th penalty, 35 yards.
You got to clean up their act. This is getting
3rd and 11 now instead of 3rd and 12, which is where they were before.
Yeah, and well, now it'll be 2nd and about 16.
Eesh. Yeah, they're going to.
Yeah, 2nd and 16 as they'll put it all the way back at the 50. They need to get it to the 40, or rather the 34-yard line. So right at midfield once again. So 2nd down and 16. We'll replay that one.
Yeah, maybe this will just give them the motivation to pull out an even bigger play. Going to have great execution as Gutierrez goes in after talking quite a while with Coach Bailey on the sideline here.
And it looks like maybe Gutierrez is going to wind up running the offense. And, yep, it will be Gutierrez. He will take over the offense. Empty set in the backfield, trips to the right, Twins to the left. Jaden with it, looks, throws it. That'll be complete to Terrell. Terrell tries the sideline, gets away from 1, can't get away from 2, 3, 4, or 5. And Renson Akawimi will take him down. Chase going to pick up, we'll call it a 4-yard gain for Terrell.
Number 13, Rio Sanchez, got to him first and spun him around. And then it was a double team.
So it's a pickup of 4, no matter how you look at it. And so now it'll be 3rd down and 13 for the Wildcats as Allen coming back in from the sideline. With Terrell going out of bounds, stops the clock at 8:58 remaining in the 3rd. Twins left, twins right. Diaz on the left shoulder of Allen. Allen with it. 3-step drop, fires across the middle. That one is in and out of the hands of Vasquez as he was hit right as it got there by Ty Young, but it'll be incomplete. And so now it'll be 4th down and 13 in decision time for Coach Bailey. I think you got to go for it.
Well, I don't think so. He's got Aranda coming in.
He's got Aranda coming out.
Special teams on. And, Vasquez turned around immediately and started pounding his own chest, saying that was on me. That was my fault. My bad.
Vasquez had a great game against Hobbs, but was a little quiet last week.
So now it's up to Aranda. Try to pin Carlsbad back.
Yeah, you're going to want to try and pin it back. You're going to want to aim for the corner inside the 5.
And that's what he's doing.
And that one is going to bounce. And then, we've got that should be an illegal block in the back.
And
it will
the flag.
be. Whoa. And so Aiden Nunez got absolutely creamed by Javier Perez. And so that one will be an illegal block in the back. I think it'll stay Carlsbad ball, but it should put them back inside the 5-yard line. Don't think Lovington will get an opportunity, or maybe not, because the ball was not dead yet, so that may give Lovington a 1st down, but I don't think so. We'll have to see for sure what the call is going to be, and we will have, as we wait, and we'll have personal foul on Carlsbad. So the question is it going to be Lovington football or Carlsbad football, though?
As Carlsbad immediately went over and huddled with coaches.
So it'll actually be Carlsbad ball, and they're going to mark it off half the distance to the goal. And so it winds up being the equivalent of a 5-yard penalty. So Carlsbad is going to be pinned back deep in their own territory. 1st and 10 from the Cavemen 5. They lead by 3, 24-21. Their opening possession of this second half. And you're still going to have Munoz in running the quarterback position for the Cavemen. 4-receiver set. Fakes the handoff, then throws the wide receiver screen to Castaneda, and he is going to get run out of bounds right at the line. Good job by the Wildcats.
And that was number 8 again, right here, Vasquez.
Vasquez slow to get up.
Yeah, he's got a cramp. He's got a cramp. He's getting up to stretch it out.
So no gain on the play for Castaneda, and he actually loses a yard on the play. And so that'll bring up a 2nd down and 11 for the Cavemen.
Man, either way it goes, I wouldn't think that they'd play almost 4 minutes of this half without anybody scoring at all.
Yeah, the way
this quarter, not half, but this quarter.
I mean, the way it went in the first, they didn't score hardly anything, and then we had 42 combined points in the second quarter. So who knows?
Ball's right on the 5-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd down and 11 from the 5. They're going to go with a 4-back look. Almost a shotgun wishbone. I'm not sure I've ever actually seen this.
It's interesting.
And they'll try a little misdirection. Not a lot of misdirection there as it goes to right, and he'll take it out to the 7, make it the 8-yard line. 3 yards for right. That'll put him over the century mark on the evening, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Cavemen.
This is definitely getting interesting, that's for sure.
So now 3rd down and 8, and so can the Lovington defense hold once again? The defense, you got to remember, is only given up a field goal and 1 touchdown in this ball game. So
it's right on the 9. Right on the 9.
Thank you, from the 9-yard line. Right is the single back with Munoz and a 4-receiver set.
Low
Bobbled,
snap.
and now it'll be almost a safety as having to run is Munoz. He'll take it to the right side, gets away from one, then gets knocked down, and he's going to be short of the 1st down. He's still going to wind up. He runs about 83.5 yards to get 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down and 2 for the Cavemen.
Oh, so close to a safety. It really was looking that way, and it was a bad snap.
Yes, it was. Now watch for the fake here. Lovington got them with it earlier on a 4th down and 2. And they are going to just keep the offense out there, it looks like. And they try the hard count. Lovington does not bite on it. And now timeout going to be taken by Coach Sanders. So with 6:51 to go in the third quarter, Carlsbad 24, Lovington 21. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Carlsbad takes the timeout. They want to think about it on a 4th down and 2 deep in their own territory, leading by 3. Welcome back to Wildcat Football. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan Fieldside. And so the Cavemen look like they might go for it now. They are going to bring the punt unit out. But if you are Coach Sanders here, Dawn, do you risk it and try the trick play?
I think he's going to do whatever it takes to try to.
And now they're going to split an extra man out. And it'll be a high snap. Their punter gets to it, and he will pop it up into the night sky. And it'll bounce and then take a big Carlsbad bounce at the 45, and then it'll be downed just on the Carlsbad side of the 50-yard line. Putting it down there will be Marcus Morales, and so Lovington will take it back over from their own from the Caveman 49-yard line.
Well, midfield is not a bad place to start a drive.
No, it is certainly not. This is about where their drive stalled out, actually, when they had it a couple of minutes ago. So we just kind of gave it back after a 3 and out. So 6:48 remaining here in the third. Lovington on their second offensive possession of this second half. Trailing by 3, the defense once again comes up big for the Wildcats. Now let's see what the offense can do. So the O is out there. Getting ready for it. High snap, hand it off. Diaz starts it left and gets about 2 yards before he's run down. Oh, where's the face mask? Where is that? Is not a handle. Ty Young using the handle on the face mask, using the crossbar to ride him down. No flag on the play. I could see that clear as day from up here. It's 2 yards for Zach.
I don't know whether they're just intentionally looking away, or nobody really caught that or thought that was egregious enough to call it. So I don't know.
I don't know. Again, it's to protect the face. It's not a tackle handle. So with twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Diaz is the deep back here. And from the Wildcat formation, and nothing doing for Jaden. He's going to lose a yard on the run. So now it'll be 3rd down and 10 back at midfield.
Man, both Lovington and Hobbs offensive having a little trouble getting untracked here in this third quarter. Getting anything really sustained. And
so you mean Carlsbad?
Carlsbad, sorry.
I don't know what they're doing in Hobbs right now, but so it'll be a 3rd down and 10 to go for the Wildcats. So they gain a yard, they lose a yard, and Gutierrez will bring in the play. So Jaden will run the offense here on a 3rd down and 10, 5:20 to go here in the third. A 3-point Caveman lead. Jaden with it, high snap, handles it, looks left, throws left, has a man. That's Rivero, and that one is knocked away. As closing in was Marcus Morales, and he got it into the face just in time to keep that one out of Rivero's sight line, and he's up a little bit gimpy.
That was 37.
Oh, 37,
which is Connor Robertson.
Good eye, Dawn.
Yep.
So incomplete, and it'll be 4th down and punt time for the Wildcats, as Aranda going to try and nail it into the corner once again. Over on this near side, I would think. So Lovington goes 3 and out after forcing Carlsbad on a 3 and out. Caleb will bounce that one over. It'll bounce and then go sideways and out at the 15-yard line. And so the Cavemen will take back over 1st down and 10 from their own 15.
Now we're going back and forth in a different way. Instead of scoring and going back and forth in a seesaw fashion, we're just turning the ball over and back over and back over. And Lovington's, I think, glad that Carlsbad's not scoring when they've got it, but Lovington's got to get something going right here.
So from the 17 officially is where they'll spot it. 5:06 remaining in the third. A 3-point Carlsbad lead, 24-21. Right now, the difference in the ball game, of course, is the opening period field goal. So Morales still on as the quarterback. Munoz, pardon me. I don't know why I want to keep calling him Morales. He's Munoz.
It's great.
Twins to the left, twins to the right. Going to try and spread them out. Munoz hands it off, and nothing doing for Wright. He's going to get just shy of the 20 before everybody wearing blue and white hits him, including Chris Casadas. So it'll be a pickup of 2 for Brock Wright. 103 on 13 carries for Wright, and it'll be second down, and we'll call it a long 7, short 8. Going to put it at the 20, so we'll call it 2nd and 7.
Lovington defense getting called on once again here.
So on a 2nd down and 7, Carlsbad will send 3 receivers to the left. That's trips left, single receiver to the right. Hand it off, Wright once again up the middle, and grabbing him at the line and holding on for dear life is Jaden Garcia, but he just drags forward for about another 6 yards after initial contact. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Wright is just so hard to bring down. Jaden had him from behind. A couple of other Cats had him from the sides, and Wright was still moving forward.
So now 3rd down and 1, and they're going to go split backs in the backfield. They're going to put Castaneda back there with Wright and with Munoz, and they'll give it to Wright again, and he rugs forward to about the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4 for Brock Wright, and it'll be a 1st down for the Cavemen. They're 8th of the ball game.
And Carlsbad is, what this has done is eat a lot of clock.
Yes, it has.
Down to 3:50 left in this third.
As we click to the 9 o'clock hour, Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com. From Z94 KZOR, Hobbs Lovington, 3.5 to go here in the third. Carlsbad from their own 30-yard line, 1st down and 10. Split backs in the backfield once again. They've got a couple tight ends in the ball game. And the ball is going to be out, and it is out, and the Cats have it. The Cats have it. It was stripped out by Alex Rivera, and then falling on it and coming away with it, that is going to be number 6, Chase Terrell. And the Wildcats have forced the 2nd turnover of the ball game as Rivera stripped it away, and Chase Terrell falls on it. The Wildcats have got another gift on.
Nice job. Yeah.
1st down and
He's
10
pumped.
for the Wildcats. They should be from the Caveman 27-yard line. Good job there by the Cats as Allen will come back out onto the field. He and Gutierrez both heading into the huddle. So now Lovington has their 2nd turnover, another gift. Allen will be the quarterback. He'll split twins to the right side, a single receiver to the left. Diaz in the backfield. Now they'll shift him over to the left shoulder. That's Diaz and a late, we're going to have an illegal, before an illegal substitution timeout as Lovington didn't have enough guys on the field. So a little bit too excited there, Dawn, about the turnover. And, you can't play with 10 guys on the field.
No, you've got to, Lovington has had this happen a couple of times, is getting a little excited, not able to really kind of get to calm down and be poised. And take advantage of the situation this time. They're lucky, had a timeout to be able to work with, save him from the penalty, and,
And while we have a moment, I'd like to say a big thank you to our friends at Aftermath Auto Oil Services, Bob's Thriftway, the Lovington Schools, Stone Oilfield Services, B&B Rentals, Man Welding, First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply, Napa, Battle Energy, and the Gandy Corporation, making Wildcat football possible and absolutely free for you. We think too many broadcasters and other organizations try and charge you to watch your kids and teams play, and it's because of those great sponsors. We don't have to do that. So after the turnover and then an unexpected timeout that you hope doesn't come back to bite you later.
Yeah, they might come to need that.
You're going to put twins to the left and twins to the right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we've got 11 guys out there this time, so we're in good shape as Justin Allen, is back out. He will put Diaz on his left shoulder. Now they'll reset it. 3:17 to go in the third. Wildcats trail by 3. Send a man in motion from the right to the left. That's Gutierrez. They'll throw the running back screen to Diaz, and he gets away from one and then trips up across the 25 down to about the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the screen pass to Diaz.
Ty Young again on the stop, and also in on that, Rio Sanchez.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7 to go. They didn't give him as much progress as I thought they probably should have. As Allen brings the play in from the sideline, 2:50 to go here in the ball game. Or I wished in the ball game in the third quarter. Twins to the left, Twins to the right. Allen from the pistol once again. Hand it off to Diaz. Nope, he keeps it himself. Allen crosses the 20 and then gets hit in the knee and knocked out by number 12. That's Ty Young.
Yeah, and he's slow getting up.
But he's going to be about a 5-yard gain, yeah.
Yeah, he got twisted up a little bit, but I think it's a cramp. So they're going to work on him right here.
Yeah, the way Young came over, it looked like he hit him right in the side of the leg. And so, yeah, maybe causing a bit of a cramp, or certainly hope he's all right, and it'll be a 5-yard gain. So 3rd and 3 now for the Cats.
Lovington's training team is out there working on him, helping him out.
Of course, very important folks, the trainers.
You bet. They're just kind of working out that he's pointing at his hammy on the left side.
And with the injury timeout, of course, we will take a minute and remind you we will be back with you next Friday night. District opener from the Wool Bowl in Carlsbad, as the defending 5A champ Roswell Coyotes will host our Wildcats. And they had a player go down too, so Young's down. So he's up and not feeling good.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about.
Oh, I thought it was Allen who was slow to get up.
No, it was Young. Yeah, I was saying number 12.
And I'm a little surprised the way from up here, the way it looked like he hit Allen. I thought, oh boy, it's going to be hard for Justin to get up from that, but he's out there and fine.
And he's really having trouble working that left leg. It's let's hope it's not. Let's hope it's not serious.
Yeah, let's hope it's just a cramp.
That leg is already taped, probably up from the groin down to below the knee.
So maybe already, you don't want to speculate, but maybe already a bit of a tweak going on there. And that'll be a big loss in the secondary for Carlsbad if he's not able to come back. So 2:26 to go after the injury timeout. Wildcat football facing a 3rd down and 3. They've got it at the 20. They need to get it to the 17. 3 men across the front for the Cavemen, but they're going to show a linebacker blitz here. Diaz on the left shoulder of Allen. Allen with it. Looks to the right. Throws it across the middle. Has a man and puts 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Gutierrez from 20 yards out and cash it in. The Cats have retaken the lead 27-24.
Man, that was a thing of beauty. It was well done. The line doing exactly what they needed, gave him just enough time. He got the ball off quickly, threw it at a slant.
And that was the key. Get it quickly out there on the slant to Gutierrez with good speed.
They saw it and they took it, that's for sure.
So now the Wildcat point after from Caleb Aranda, going to try and put Lovington up by 4. 27-24 is the score out of the hold of Elijah Rivero. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick almost blocked, but it is good. And 2:09 to go here in the third. Lovington 28, Carlsbad 24. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
The Wildcats take advantage of a Carlsbad turnover and cash it in 20 yards. Justin Allen to Jaden Gutierrez. The point after is good. And with 2:09 to go in the third, Lovington up 28-24. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan Fieldside. Abby Schaus running the camera tonight. Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things. Now then, if you are Lovington, stop the return on this one.
Imperative.
Yeah, definitely imperative. So Caleb will come up on it, and he will boot it away, a high end over ender, and that one's going to be fielded back at the 5. Bringing it out to the 10, to the 15, out to the 23, 24-yard line before finally everybody in blue gang tackles him. So a 24-yard return for Evan Leos, who already punched one in earlier from 95 back, gets it out to the 25.
He went right into the teeth of the defense there, of the special team for Lovington. I was surprised he didn't try to sweep out. He just went right straight into them. And it took, as you said, it took half the team to bring him down.
So Carlsbad taking their time here. They haven't started the play clock. Now they'll start the play clock, so they'll have to bring it on out. So Lovington retaking the lead here late in the third quarter, 28-24.
Coach Bailey, so funny. As soon as he could, he caught up with Jaden Gutierrez and said, "Sick, man, that was just sick."
Marley Munoz still out at the quarterback. He'll put 2 backs in the backfield with him in a 3-receiver set with twins to the left. Munoz waits on it and then whistles sound, and we're going to have delay of game on the Cavemen. Not sure why they spent so much time over on the far side, but they did, and so it'll be a 5-yard delay of game penalty. That is 5 penalties now, 65 yards on the Cavemen. So move them back to the 20, first down and 15.
So if you're Lovington, man, try to build on this, build on this.
You want to. Munoz barks out the signals, has it. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the left, pressured, throws it, has a man at the 30, down to the 35-yard line. That was Flores. And so he needed 15. They're going to give him 16 and first down for the Cavemen. Fourth completion on 5 attempts for Munoz for 19 yards, but that's his first down, 9th first down of the game for the Cavemen.
Yeah, and Carlsbad quarterback doing a nice job of
from the
throwing on the run as well.
From the 31-yard line, twins left, twins right. Munoz waits on it, 3-step drop. Now he'll throw it, gets it to right out of the backfield, and he's just going to stay up the sideline. And finally going to be knocked out of bounds just shy of the first down as that kid's like a bull.
Yeah, I think
it'll
that was
be a 9-yard pickup.
I think it was Alex Kame who actually finally bumped him out.
And he was pretty much holding on for dear life. 29 receiving yards on 4 catches now for Wright. Under 90 seconds to play here in the third. Lovington 28, Carlsbad 24. Cavemen have it 2nd down and 1 at their own 45-yard line. High snap, keeping it himself, Munoz, and he's going to be knocked down as he takes it over the left guard and goes out to the 50-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard gain on the quarterback keeper, Munoz, with 41 yards, and that's the 10th first down for the Cavemen.
Ouch, they are on the run. They're on the move, and Lovington D, hands on their hips. They're a little frustrated by this.
And maybe getting a little bit gassed, too. I would be shocked if they threw another pass. Just over a minute to go in the third. Hand it off to Wright. Right up the gut, and he's across the 45 and still on his feet, still churning. And down to the 42-yard line. It'll be an 8-yard pickup for Brock Wright. 122 now for Wright, and it'll be 2nd down and 2 to go. 50 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Lovington putting some fresh bodies in up front.
I think the only way to really stop and get him down sooner is to go low immediately and target. Try to cut his legs out.
I was going to say lasso the legs and off time, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So 2nd down and 2 to go. Wright is the single back in the backfield with Munoz. Trips to the right side. Fake the handoff. Munoz keeps it himself, and he gets out of one trip, and he'll be down to the 30-yard line. It's 11 yards on the quarterback keeper for Munoz, and that'll be the 11th first down for the Cavemen. 15 seconds remaining here in the quarter, and they will roll it. And Carlsbad may just go ahead and say, let's go to the fourth while we're moving. From the 30-yard line, they head over to the sideline, and that'll do it for the third quarter. So we head to the fourth. It's Lovington 28, Carlsbad 24. Wildcat football back for the fourth quarter right after this.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Start of the fourth quarter, Lovington leading 28-24 here at Wildcat Stadium over the Carlsbad Cavemen, but Carlsbad on the march. They'll have it 1st and 10 to start the fourth on the Wildcat 30. I'm TJ Miracle on Morgan Field side. Carlsbad going to split trips to the right side, single receiver to the left. Munoz fakes the handoff, throws the wide receiver screen, and that one is incomplete. His intended target over there was R.J. Hernandez. And so incomplete. That's the first thing that hadn't gone right for Carlsbad on this drive, Dawn.
Yeah, and Lovington's thinking maybe we can make that a habit here.
I'm a little surprised they threw the football as much success as they've had running it.
Yep.
At least this possession.
Well, it was first down. They had it down to kind of play with.
Yeah. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left, split backs in the backfield. Hand it to right up the middle, and he just goes and puts his shoulder down and bowls right into, that is Rivera, and winds up getting 3 yards out of it. 125 yards on 17 carries for Brock Wright, and it's 3rd down and 7 to go.
Oh, need a big stop, big stop, big stop.
This is 4-down territory, though. You've got to think for this Caveman team. They do have a capable kicker, but they're down by 4, so I've got to think this is going to be 4-down territory.
Yep.
But you got to stop them on 3rd down first if you're Lovington's defense.
That's true.
So now they'll put Wright on the right shoulder of Munoz. The backup quarterback, he rolls to the right. He looks, tosses, fires, and incomplete as he had a guy long and he had a guy short, and he throws it right between them. He had Hernandez short, Castaneda long, and skips it in, incomplete. And so now it'll be 4th down and 7 to go, and you've got to think go time for the Cavemen.
Yeah, they're this close in. They're going to go. They're hungry for points. It's, now getting later in the game.
An entertaining ball game, to be sure, different than last year's affair thus far between these two squads.
Well, it was just such a back and forth score fest last year. This has been
the defense has come up big for both squads a couple of times. So on 4th down and 7, send a man in motion. That's Castaneda, left to right, back to pass. Munoz going to be pressured, is hit in the backfield, and he is going to be sacked. Alex Rivera brings him back at the 34-yard line. It is a 6-yard sack, and that'll be the first sack of the night, and it is over on downs. The defense does it again, Dawn.
Oh, we've got a barn burner. We've got a great game. And let's see if Lovington can make it a great finish. They've got a long ways to go. A little under 11 minutes left on the clock. Right now is the time to pour it on. Take this energy, take this success, and just build on it, and try to go ahead and get up by more than 4 here.
The defense has forced their first sack of the night, but they forced 2 turnovers and quite a few, I think, 5 3-and-outs tonight. And on the opening possession, let's not forget that. Gave up a big play to start the game, but then held Carlsbad to just a field goal. That's the difference right now. Twins left, Twins right. Allen to pass, gets rid of it quickly. Has a man at the 40-yard line. It'll be a quick pickup of 5 to Gutierrez.
And again, boy, they've had so much success on that slant pass, getting it out of their hands quickly. That they just sometimes when you find something that works, you want to kind of run that in the ground until it doesn't work.
Do it till they stop you, as the old one goes.
Yeah, until they figure it out and keep you from doing it.
From the Wildcat 40-yard line, 2nd down and 5. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Allen waits on it, tries the hard count. Carlsbad shows blitz. Gives Lovington an idea what they're going to do, but you got to move. You're down to 5 seconds on the play clock. Gets it off with 3. Hand it off to Diaz. Starts it right, takes it back left, and then gets it across the 45. They're going to say to the 44-yard line. Could have gotten a horse collar there coming out on McKibben. They don't get him. It'll be a 4-yard pickup for Diaz. And so now it'll be 3rd down and less than a yard to go.
Yeah, here we go. Diaz is really good at that. He's good at cutting back, starting one direction and zigging and then zagging. He's good with that and broken field running. If he doesn't have to go too far, he's got really good impulse speed is what I call it.
3rd down and less than a yard to go for the Wildcats. And they'll put 2 receivers to the right, a single receiver to the left. Diaz in the backfield. Now they're going to shift over Kyler Reeves, and I think Kyler was still moving when they snapped it, so it'll be false start on Lovington. So the Wildcats, that'll be their 7th penalty for 40 yards.
Again, at just the worst times.
Yes, it is. So it'll go from 3rd and less than a yard to 3rd down and right at 6.
I mean, you never want to see a penalty. It's never good news, but sometimes the timing on them can just kill your momentum sometimes. Let's hope it doesn't happen here. It's just 5-yarder. And they've still got room. They've got a couple of downs to go.
On the false start penalty, 3rd down and 6 now. Allen going to split twins to the right. He's got Rivero and Gutierrez both to the right side. Look that way. Send a man in motion from the left to the right. Fake the handoff, then they will dump it underneath. And that will come to Chase Terrell, and he steps out of bounds right at the 1st down marker. He needed 6. He got 6. Move the chains. 1st down Wildcats.
Really nice awareness of him. You could tell him he looked down briefly, made sure he got his feet in, and knew where he was.
And, yep, it's a 1st down. They needed the 45. The nose is on the 45. Yep, move the chains, please. 8th 1st down for the Wildcats.
It's a
1st down, people. Move the chains. I mean, the white hat said 1st down. Both side judges said 1st down. I guess maybe Coach Sanders over there was going, nope, they're short. Nope, it's short.
Now they're having to really hustle.
Yes, they are. So they will get it off. It is on the turf, but Allen will get it. Now he's going to have to run backwards, and so he gets slung out and slung down. He's going to, as the confusion moving the chains, that just threw everything off there. Allen's going to lose a couple yards on the play.
That was Ivan Solorzano who took him out, slung him out.
So it'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Wildcats. Maybe they can take a little bit more of a deep breath here, because they waited a long time to run that play, but they started running the play clock long before they ever moved the chains. So,
yeah, that was confusing, and I think Lovington got the short end of the stick there. But
so twins to the left, twins to the right. On a 2nd down and 12 for the Wildcats. Allen with it. Good protection. Now it's going to break down. He comes near side. Still looking. Lets it fly just as he gets hit. And puts it up. And that one is going to be picked off. As going up and getting that one is
a little extracurricular going on here. I don't think they caught it.
Between.
We'll
get the INT as he was battling over there. The intended receiver was Vasquez.
Yeah,
and so give it back to Carlsbad. You hope this doesn't turn the momentum in the blue and silver's favor.
A little chippy there. Connor Robertson was all up in Chase Terrell's face.
I'm not sure that would be such a great idea. I don't know Connor Robertson, but I'm not sure I'd want to mess with Chase. But the INT, 1st turnover of the night for Lovington, and it comes at an inopportune time. From the 24-yard line, Carlsbad will have it 1st down and 10, trailing by 4. 8.5 remaining in regulation. Twins left, twins right. Munoz is the quarterback, right in the backfield with him. Hand it to right. He goes right. and just bangs forward and keeps driving, winds up with about a yard, maybe 2 out of it. Running hard yards underneath there, but Lovington tonight has done it for the most part, a much better job on run D.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's up to the defense here yet again, man. They came through big time last time. That's the thing about football, man. You can't rest on your laurels.
No, I mean,
it's not about what you just did. It's about what you do next.
Yeah, we don't give out players of the game, but so far through 3+ quarters, if we did, it'd be the defense collectively who picks it up. Fake the handoff. Munoz rolls. Pump fake. Now he keeps it himself. Turns up the field. He's through the second, third level. Still on his feet. Still going forward across the 45 to the 47-yard line. 21 yards on the quarterback keeper. And it'll be the 12th first down for the Cavemen as the Lovington run woes continue. And we've got a man down on the field.
And that looks like it is a Lovington player, I do believe. Yes, it is. I see the blue. Don't know who that is.
So one of the Wildcats down and injured.
They're calling for hydration, though, and the managers are out, and the players are using this opportunity to hydrate while the man's down and being worked on.
And getting up and slow to get up, but off under his own power, Chris Casadas.
As these guys are working very, very hard. They're just, Lovington, they're just gassed. But they're still out there. They're still fighting.
And this is something that we saw a lot late in games last year is the other team would just start running. And Lovington, with not a lot of depth, just had trouble stopping the run, especially when they got tired. And so now Carlsbad will have it first down and 10. They're out on the Caveman 47-yard line.
Yeah, Coach Bailey just shouted out something that we're kind of forgetting too, is Lovington is ahead. They're winning. We're winning.
Yes, they are. We are 28-24. So can the defense step up big once again? Split backs in the backfield this time for the Cavemen and Munoz. Waits on it. Barks out the signals. Good snap, back to pass, 3-step drop, has time, goes right side, has a man in stride, and that one will be complete. And they're going to say, yep, he caught it down at the 10-yard line, and it is complete, so that'll be 43 yards.
And he caught it with Jaden Gutierrez on one side of him, Aiden Nunez on the other.
To Hernandez, so now 58 yards receiving for Hernandez. That's 11, 12, 122 through the air for Lopez, and it'll be first and 10 from the 11 now for the Cavemen. 7:23 remaining in the ball game. First and 10 from the 11. Munoz with it, hand it off, and hit right at the line and drop. Nice job coming through there for the big boys up front. That was 59 and 60. Garcia and Rivera hitting right and saying, it's a no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So can the defense hold once again?
Yes, they're just shy of the 12-yard line where the ball is.
So 2nd down and a long 10. Good snap. Munoz with it. He takes it himself. He's got a lot of room up the middle and finally hit from behind and knocked down inside the 5 down at the 3-yard line. They gave him a huge forward progress as Lovington hit him from behind. So Munoz got hit hard for his trouble. He's going to get 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down and 3 to go. 74 yards for Munoz. And so now 3rd down and less than 3. Call it 3rd down and 2.
No, it's right on the 3. It's hard to tell from that angle up there. I realize
3 yards to go from the 2 to go from the 3-yard line.
Yes.
They can get a first down without a touchdown. Munoz waits on it. He'll keep it himself, goes right side, and nothing doing as Lovington will bring him down again and drive him back. It'll be 2 yards to the bad that time, and so now it'll be 4th and 4 from the 5. So can Lovington's defense do it once again?
And what will Carlsbad do? Gonna run it? Gonna do a quarterback keeper. Gonna try a short pass, a little screen.
I bet they don't run a play right here. I bet they run it down and then call timeout to think about it some more. Clock continues to move at 5:20, and now they will take the timeout. 28-24, Lovington in the lead, but Carlsbad knocking on the door. We're back in 30 seconds. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Listen up. When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
The Cavemen take timeout, facing a 4th down and 4 from the 5-yard line. They trail by 4, 28-24. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. The defense has been the story tonight for Lovington. Can they do it one more time for the Cats? That is the question we will answer momentarily. Out of Coach Sanders and the Caveman timeout. They're going to go big boy football, put the beef up front. Stock them in through. I would expect to see Brock Wright get his hands on the football here. Now they're going to spread out, put a couple on the strong side. Waiting on it, high snap. Munoz with it, rolls right, throws right, into the end zone, and incomplete. And the Wildcat defense holds once again. Good pressure and good coverage. And Lovington will take back over on downs for the 3rd time tonight. 1st and 10, Lovington on their own 5-yard line. But they did it again, Dawn.
Yeah, can't say enough about what the defense has accomplished tonight. And so many of these players are, some of them going 2 ways. They're out there, they're tired into the game, they're gassed, but man, I think the adrenaline is.
I'm gassed watching them.
Yeah, me too. And I think the adrenaline is the only thing keeping them going right here, is just the heart, the desire. They want to win this game. They're ahead, 4 points right now, 5:15 left to play.
You would like to get another score here and see if you could go ahead and put it in. And the Wildcat will be run by Gutierrez, and the turf monster gets Jaden.
Yeah, he slipped.
So they're going to actually lose a yard on that one. 124 on 11 carries for Gutierrez, and he had room to run,
He
too.
did. Yeah, it's a shame. And he was feeling it, too. He just,
Darn it, the turf monster gets another one.
The turf monster seems to be getting everybody tonight.
He's gotten a few.
Yeah.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 11 for the Wildcats. 4:45 to go. You want to get a couple of first downs here if you can. You want to score here if you can. So waiting on it, Jaden with it. Looks to the right, throws it back across the middle to, that is Rivero at the 10-yard line. 6-yard completion to Elijah from Jaden. And so that gives you a little more breathing room, and it'll be 3rd down and 6.
Rivero did a really nice job reaching out. He really had to reach and get that. It was a bullet of a throw. It was moving away from him, and he did a nice job to grab it, hang on to it.
So 3rd and 5 from the 10-yard line. They need to get it out to the 15. Under 4 minutes remaining, but an important 3rd down for the Cats right here. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Jaden waits on it, gets it. Has time. Now he's going to be pressured, going to be pushed back. Now he gets out of trouble somehow, and then he's going to get sacked back at the 2-yard line. Carlsbad dancing around like they just won something. You didn't get the safety, kids. So Lovington will live to fight another day. It'll be the 3rd sack of the night for Carlsbad. It's a big one. It's a 7-yard sack, but Lovington gets to breathe, and you've got 3:20 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, still got time to work with.
Yes, you do. And so Aranda going to put his heels on the very back. And Dawn, I've been asked to change to the 4th quarter, please.
It is. I've got it. It's on the 4th. Maybe that's.
I just know what Evie's telling me.
Okay, it's behind.
And so it'll be Aranda on to punt it away. He's going to have to get off a good one. It's not a good snap, but Caleb will get it away, and it is a good punt. A high end over-ender takes a Lovington bounce. Going to be fielded at the 42, and that'll be Castaneda and he'll bring it back across the 30 to the 27-yard line. And so the plot thickens again. Can Lovington's defense do it again? They are up by 4 with 2:51 remaining in this ball game. Do they have one more stop in them?
2:51 left. This has just been a wild game.
Yes, it has been.
See a lot of things in this game that you don't see all season sometimes.
That is very much true. So a short field to work with for the Cavemen with 2:51 to go. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 27-yard line. Munoz still the quarterback. He'll get it. He will keep it himself. He goes right side. He's got some room. Ball is out.
Ball's out.
Ball's still loose. Ball loose. But it's scooped, and it'll be a score by the Cavemen on a fumble, taking it into the end zone. One of the linemen picks it up and takes it home. The touchdown scored by Jeremy Vargas. Wow.
Not what we saw, what we thought we would see out of that play, right?
So Vargas with an unexpected fumble touchdown,
And it was
a scoop and score.
It was so close to a couple of Wildcats reaching out for it. It was just skittering just out of reach until Caveman picked it up.
And scored a lineman off of a fumble with the score, and the point after is good. 2:39 to go in the ball game. We've seen some of everything. What are we going to see next? We'll find out. Carlsbad 31, Lovington 28. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Well, I hope you didn't buy a seat for this ball game because you haven't used it here recently. Welcome back, Wildcat football, as it is a scoop and score for Vargas off of a fumble by Wright, and takes it to the house from 27 yards out. The point after is good. So now Carlsbad leading 31-28. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan field side. Abby Schaus running the camera and shadowing in the booth. So, Dawn, if you're the Cavemen here, do you think about maybe trying an onside kick?
Yeah, I think that's very possible.
So Lovington now trails by 3.
Nope.
And they're just going to boot it away. And that one will be fielded in the end zone. And once it goes into the end zone, you can't bring it out. So bring it out to the 20-yard line, which is where Lovington will take back over. So they're going to need to get it up to about the 37-yard line to have a chance at tying this one, the 37 in Caveman territory. That would give Aranda a look at a 50-yarder.
We're going to be looking at Lovington working at lightning speed here. And the only problem with that is this team sometimes,
they do have 2 timeouts to work with, and still 2:39, so you've got time.
They have time gelling sometimes, and keeping their poise when they're a little anxious and they're pumped up and they're working against the clock. They work well when they're doing the hurry up offense.
Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Diaz in the backfield with Gutierrez. Hand it off. Diaz on the sweep. He's across the 25, out to the 30, to the 31-yard line. Pickup of 11 from Diaz and move the chains. First down, Lovington. You just chunk them off, chunk them off, chunk them off.
That's right.
Second longest run of the night, and the longest for Diaz gives Lovington their 9th first down. So from the 31-yard line, 1st and 10. 2:25 remaining here in the ball game. 3 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Gutierrez with it. He'll sling it. No, that one almost picked off as his intended target was Rivero. Rivero took 3 steps out and turned around, but unfortunately Jaden threw it to him about a step from where he wanted to be. And stops the clock. It'll be 2nd down and 10 to go.
Yeah, it's a trade-off. They didn't get it complete, but it did stop the clock, so they don't have to be in as much of a hurry.
No, they do not. So the clock stops with 2:14 to go, 2nd down and 10. Jaden going to bring the play in from the sideline. Lovington needs a whole lot more yards to get in around his range. Twins to the left, twins to the right. You're thinking win, though, not tie if you're the Wildcats. Send a man in motion. Fake the handoff, and Gutierrez keeps it himself. He crosses the 35 out to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 6 for Jaden before he's knocked down by Gaitan. Jaden with 1:23 on the ground, and timeout taken with Lovington facing a 3rd down and 4. So, oh my goodness, this has been a much more pressure-packed game than maybe it needed to be. It has been Carlsbad who has gotten the breaks tonight. I mean, they've earned their breaks. They've got 2 special teams touchdowns, a field goal, and then a scoop and score from a lineman on a fumble. So, yeah, it's just been one of those games.
It has been wild. I know, yeah. And I had it showing 3rd quarter. About a minute before Evie caught it, I caught it and changed it. It was showing 4, but it had been there for long, maybe about a minute or so.
All right,
Got
of
it fixed, though.
Of course, we do have a little bit of a delay with
the stream.
With the stream. So Lovington now with a 3rd down and 4 to go, under 2 minutes to play in the ball game. So they need to get it to around the 33-yard line in Carlsbad territory to give Aranda a legitimate shot at it. He's got 50 yards of leg, but you don't. I don't know. Are you thinking win, or are you thinking tie in overtime here?
You know, Lovington's always been a go for it team, but then again, what you want to do is
you got to get the first down first.
Exactly.
Though,
so. You've got to do first things first.
So it'll be 1st down, or rather 3rd down and 4 for the Wildcats. Sending trips receivers to the near side. Single receiver to the left. Now they'll put Nunez out in the slot on the left. Carlsbad crowding the line. Back to pass. Gutierrez throws it. Complete to Terrell. He's across the 45 to the 50 to the 49-yard line. 14 yards. Jaden Gutierrez to chase Terrell and move the chains. 1st down Wildcats.
And clock stops. A minute 40 line left.
And as soon as they get the ball set, they will restart it. So inside Caveman territory, it'll be 1st down and 10. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Gutierrez with it, high snap, keeps it himself, swings to the right side, goes across the 45, down to the 44, make it the 43-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the keeper for Jaden Gutierrez, and it'll be 2nd down and 3. Got to keep moving under 90 seconds to play.
This is so dangerous. They're trying to do so much with so little time.
Twins left, twins to the right. Jaden barks out the signals, gets it. Steps back, fires, and whistles sound before. We got a false start, I have a feeling, trying to move too fast.
See?
False start on the Wildcats.
It's so dangerous because you've got so many moving parts. You're under such pressure. Everybody's got to, just nail it. Absolutely.
So it'll go from a 2nd down and 4 to a 2nd down and 9. 1:15 remaining in the ball game. They are at the 48-yard line inside Caveman territory. They need to get about another 15 yards to get into Aranda's range. So now on a 2nd down and 9, you're playing in 4-down territory here. Twins left, twins to the right. Wildcats and Gutierrez. He pulls the quarterbacking trigger. Jaden waits on it. Diaz in the backfield with him. Good snap with it. Has time. Fires. Has Terrell. And Terrell in and out of his hands. Dropped. Incomplete. And so now it'll be 3rd down and 9 to go.
I have faith. And as the T-shirts say, faith over fear.
And so you got to have faith right here. 1:06 to go in the ball game. Lovington trails by 3. They need about 17, 18 yards to get in field goal range. They need 9 yards for a 1st down. They've only got 1 timeout.
And Coach Bailey in a long conference there with Gutierrez sends him back into the huddle. Now they're breaking, getting ready.
So you've got 10 seconds left on the play clock. 1:06 remaining. Trips to the left, twins to the right. Waiting on it. Empty set. Jaden with it. Brings it up the middle and jumps out, and now he's going to cough the ball up. Ball loose on, and Carlsbad is going to fall on it. Big number 99 on the fumble recovery. That's Sean Cruz, and that will do it for the ball game. Second turnover of the night for the Wildcats. And that is a costly one, and that will cost them the ball game here with 55 seconds remaining. Just trying to do too much there, Jaden Gutierrez. And so now it will be the Carlsbad Cavemen who will escape this year from Lovington with the victory.
It's still like, I can't fathom how big their roster is. It's just
55 seconds left here.
So still time. Anything can happen, but I bet we see victory formation time for the Cavemen.
Yeah, they'll protect it just so that they don't take any chances of Lovington getting the ball back somehow.
Yeah, they're going to come out in a wishbone in the backfield.
They're just going to.
Yeah, they're just going to kneel it down.
Yep, take it.
As Munoz waits for it, he takes it, and he will kneel it down back at the 40. And so that will just about do it. There's 9 seconds difference, but Lovington will take their final time out.
Final nail in the coffin.
So now Munoz with and I hate writing down kneel down losses, even if it's for the other team, but to be statistically accurate, I need to. So he loses 7 on the play. So Lovington will use their final timeout, and barring a football miracle here, they will drop to 1-2 on the season going into next week's district opener against the Coyotes. Don, this has just been one of those, it's been kind of a little bit strangeness everywhere tonight. And Lovington, the defense played fantastically, but just tonight didn't go their way. The bounces didn't go the way of the Cats.
No, and Lovington got up on the board and was up 3-0 for so long, and now it's going to end up being a 3-point game.
Yes, it is. So that opening field goal going to wind up being the difference in the ball game.
Yep.
And so Munoz waits on it again. He'll take it, and he'll just stand there and wait for it. Lovington's going to come in for it, and if you get fancy like that, weird things can happen. He'll lose 7 on the play, on the kneel down. And so 30 seconds, play clock, game clock. There's 1 second difference, and so Carlsbad doesn't have to do anything. And our final score tonight, the Lovington Wildcats will fall to the Carlsbad Cavemen. Our final score, Lovington 28, Carlsbad 31, as Carlsbad will improve to 2-1 on the season. So we will wait for the clock to officially expire, and in 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. And we'll be back with your Wildcat postgame show. Lovington falling to Carlsbad tonight, 31-28. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics. Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And welcome into your Wildcat postgame show. The Wildcats fall to the Cavemen on a weird bounce late in the ball game that turns into a lineman scooping a fumble and scoring. 31-28 is our final. Welcome back. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan is field side. Taking a look at the final numbers in this one. For the Carlsbad Cavemen, it was the Brock Wright show. He finishes with 19 carries for 125 yards and a touchdown. Marley Munoz off the bench runs it 12 times for 56 yards. Then Vargas, he got the scoop and score on the fumble, a 27-yard touchdown run. The quarterbacks for Carlsbad collectively go 11 of 17 for 150 yards. No touchdowns, but no interceptions on the night. It was 2 special teams kickoff return scores that really making the big difference in this. A 95-yard return by Leos and then a 65-yard return by Flores, both of them finding their way into the end zone. 150 through the air, 209 collectively on the ground for the Cavemen. They get 359 total yards tonight. They were penalized 5 times for 65 yards, and they got 12 first downs in the ball game. Turning the page for your Lovington Wildcats, Justin Allen getting the start at quarterback. Jaden Gutierrez coming off the bench and also seeing time at quarterback, as the Cats quarterbacks go 13 of 21 for 157 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 big interception. Those touchdowns, 2 of them to Elijah Rivero at 6 catches for 97 yards. Jaden Gutierrez catching the other, a 20-yard touchdown strike tonight. Leading rusher Jaden Gutierrez with 15 carries, 127 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Zach Diaz, 13 carries, 36 yards. Justin Allen carries it 8 times for 12 yards. Collectively, 157 through the air, 175 on the ground, 332 total yards for the Wildcats tonight. They were flagged 7 times for 45 yards, had 10 first downs in the ball game and 2 big turnovers. So that's the difference in this one, as the Cats will fall now to 1-2 going into the start of the district season next Friday night on the road at the Wool Bowl in Roswell. But this one's going to be a tough one. Be interesting to see what Coach Bailey has to say with our Bob Thriftway coaches conversation. This one's going to be a little bit tough, I've got to think, to put behind you. Carlsbad came out and they just they never ever went away tonight. So not much you can do when you got a team that is just going to keep fighting. That's kind of a hallmark of the Wildcats, but tonight it was the Cavemen who never gave up and came through and won this ball game. So, Abby, what did you think?
So tonight was definitely very both intense and entertaining at the same time. Like you said, both of them were fighting till the end, and it just so happened that on a interesting play that the Cavemen just made a comeback. That happens in a lot of different games, no matter what sport that you play. And just how you kind of bounce back from that is what'll show. And especially since the Cats are going into district next week, and it's gonna be definitely this is a difficult loss. That was heartbreaking, but it's kind of just how you bounce back and how you find that rhythm again, and to see what you can do for the next game.
So now you just do have to put it behind you and work on seeing that next game. And, of course, you're taking on the #1 team in Class 5A 1 week from tonight, but they are a team that you know you can beat. You took them out last year, and so you can try it again. A lot of good things to take from tonight, though, as Gutierrez and Rivero coming out and being on the same page almost immediately in the offensive side of things. A couple of touchdown passes from Gutierrez to Rivero. A good job. Gutierrez doing a nice job coming off the didn't come off the bench exactly, but he did come in and spell Allen at quarterback a little bit and had some good shots. And now Dawn Morgan with our Bob Thriftway coaches conversation.
Not so important what we say, about the game. It's really important what the coach says, what the players have to say, and how they feel about how this game went. And what did you tell the players in the huddle, Coach Bailey?
I'm really, really proud of this football team. I really am. This is our best football game of the year, for sure, without a question. I know we won last week, but we played harder tonight. We played so much harder. The ball didn't bounce our way a couple of times, and we're gonna learn how to make it bounce our way. You know what I mean? I just told them, just keep your head down and work, and good things will happen. This really doesn't have any definite decision making on what our season's gonna be. We have goals. Our goals are to win a district championship. Our goal is to get a high seed and get a bye in the playoffs and to win a state championship. And this game really doesn't have anything to do with that, really. And I'm not trying to disregard it. I hate losing. I'm sick to my stomach because I thought that we deserved to win by how hard we played. But hats off to Carlsbad. They made the plays when they had to. And Coach Sanders is a really good coach, and I think he does things the right way. And so hats off to those guys. I don't want to take away from their win. I just am proud of our football team.
Yeah, I was trying to hear what you were saying and over some of the other stuff in my ear. So I was trying to. I know that one of the things that you said was, life isn't fair, football isn't fair. But you just have to keep doing your best.
Yeah. We had a tougher week in our community. Lost somebody pretty close to our football family. I think it's important for us to learn lessons out here that are hard, but they translate. This is life isn't fair, and you have a choice to make every single day, on how you're going to respond. And we have a choice tomorrow morning, and even this evening when we're going in the locker room and changing clothes. And how do we respond? What kind of team are we? What kind of men are we? And I think they're going to do what's right. I believe in this team. I believe that we're going the right direction. Not just on our execution, X's and O's, and making bigger plays. That stuff is a result of doing things the right way, by loving each other, working harder, being unselfish. This was our best week by far, and I'm really, really proud of the team. We're going to get better.
Playing against Carlsbad is 6 and 3 points. I mean, it is tougher to lose by a narrow margin than it is to come out and get stomped. It just is.
Yes, ma'am.
Because everybody looks and says, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Everybody wants to take the blame on their shoulders.
Yeah.
Everybody's thinking, oh man, that tackle I missed, and so at the end of the day, as you said, you have to shake it off, take the lessons, move forward, and you go into a game against Roswell on the road next week. What's that going to be?
It's going to be playing the Roswell Coyotes in the Wool Bowl. I mean, that's what it's going to be. That's one of the hardest challenges in 5A football. And, I'm excited about it. I think that this team's going to be ready for that challenge.
You told these guys in the huddle, you said, you don't do this because it's easy. We're not here because this is easy to do.
No, we have an opportunity to get better. And what I told them after week 1 was, let's be the very best team in the country at getting better. Let's be the best, the most improved team by week 2, and then the most improved team by week 3. That's our goals right now, and I think the results like I said, football is not fair and life's not fair. And the results, if you always just hang your hat on the results, you're missing it. I think that as a football program, as a football team, we're doing the right things, and it's gonna pay off.
It will. It's and we're going to be right there on the road at Roswell High next, and then 2 weeks right back here on the turf against Goddard, and into district. It's crazy how quickly we're into district.
Yeah, I mean, here we are, and you get some of those bruises and bumps, and you get some of those opportunities to make mistakes, and then now we got to go. We got to play. These games make all the world difference on where we end up at the end of the year, and achieving that goal of winning a district championship, the first goal. And so we got to be fix a lot of things, and we will. Tomorrow, getting a regular Saturday after last week, I think will be huge. Getting to go in there and watch film and take care of our bodies and have that recovery time. That made a difference too. This was a shorter week, and I could tell that we were a little tired. We tried hard to take care of them, but it always catches up to you a little bit.
Sometimes it's kind of a blessing to be able to have some lessons in front of you, to be able to have the time to fix things before the counters really begin, right? Sometimes that's a gift, and you've got the time, you've got some things to build on. It went really well, you did really well, and then some things that you'll be able to tune up, this week and work on. It's great. I think you guys did really well. So congratulations on good showing. It's always tough.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about trying to develop these men into the ultimate competitors, and understand that your job is to compete as hard as you can for as long as you can, and your goal is to win. Your goal is to win in everything you do, and then to turn around and say, "Hey, improvement's important, and we're getting better." I mean, it's a hard thing, and then again, we're trying to make sure that they understand, and I think they are buying in right now, and I'm really proud of them.
All right. Well, good luck. Work hard this week. We'll be in Roswell with you, and looking forward to that game especially. Thanks, Coach.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dawn Morgan, our Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation. And with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on this one as the Wildcats come out and slug it out with the Cavemen, but come up short tonight. Our final once again, Carlsbad 31, Lovington 28. So with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on that one. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Aftermath Hot Oil Services, Bob's Thriftway, Lovington Schools, Stone Oilfield Services, BMB Rentals, Man Welding, the First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, Battle Energy, and the Gandy Corporation. For Evie Stuber, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. For Abigail Schaus running the camera tonight. For Dawn Morgan Fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Wildcat Stadium. And thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to Lovington Wildcat Football, an exclusive presentation of New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Good night, everybody.